Hello, 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 hello. Yo. How's it going? Good morning, everyone. What is up? We've got new cards. I've already lost what I was doing. There we go. Hang on, let me check. Do, 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 do. Oh, let me click on a card. Is that big enough, guys? Oh, hey, it's Grin. Hey, Riven. Hey, Emo. Hey, Munchin. What's up? What is up? Size is okay, right, everyone? We can read words, eyes, things. It all works okay. Guys, I was gonna take the day off today. I was ready for the for a relaxed day off. And then boom. Turns out they wanted to razzle dazzle us. Sorry guys, I'm just okay. Let's talk about the new set. Should we just get cooking? We do have every card. I've seen a couple of these in passing. What are you drinking? Tropical Blast, zero sugar, pineapple, and grape shoot. Grape shoot? Grapefruit. Same words. Okay. Here we go. Let's just start. Guess what? We'll start at the start, because that's normally where people start. Is this big enough? Are we okay here? I could do this. Make it bigger. Whatever. This is fine, right? You can see this. Okay. Is the music too loud? Why does the music feel too loud? Put the music down a bit quieter. There we go. Okay, okay. Check. Hey, Chris. Okay, here we go. So, Pinsir. Grass type basic, 90 energy, 90 health, sorry. 3 energy, 1 normal, X scissor. 50 damage. Flip a coin if heads attack does 50 more damage. Next card. I've already talked about this Pinsir. I think this Pinsir's probably okay. Is the music still a bit loud? I'm lowering it even more because I don't want it, I don't want it overpowering what we're talking about. Yeah, I've already talked about this Pinsir. I think it's potentially okay. It's like a pretty good amount of health. It can one-shot stuff with will. Not too bad. Okay, next up, Wurmple. 50 HP, 20 damage. Now, this might not look like an important card. However, any card with 50 HP or less, you need to look at because there's a card that draws Pokemon that have 50 HP or less. Oh, good timing. Good time. What's this early finish? Is this because you just really wanted to watch my stream? You can say it. It's fine. My internet died. Oh no, that's terrible. I was wondering why you finished early. I mean, yes. Oh my god, that emote. The crazy thing about that emote is even though it's Lucario, in my mind, I can see you doing that, Attica. It really sucks about your internet, though. I'm sorry, that's rubbish. But at least you can sit back, get cozy, and watch me talk about new pocket cards. I absolutely do that. I had a feeling, I had a feeling. Okay, so we've got Wurmple. Yap King, yeah. You can just get cozy, get a snack, get a drink, get comfortable. So we do have to look at Pokemon at 50 HP or less because there is a supporter card that draws them. So although this isn't like, let's say, uh, an exciting card, so to speak, it is one to look at. I'm actually starving. Look, you've got food, gets a drink, and then you get to listen to me. Is that not the perfect evening? I don't know. Many people actually don't think so, believe it or not. Next up, we have Silcoon, the evolution of Wurmple, of course. 80 HP and... Oh, it has Harden. During opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. If that damage is 40 or less. Oh, interesting. So it can tank low damage attacks, but not high damage. That's pretty cool, actually. Because, obviously, this would be OP if it just tanked any damage at all. But, that's pretty good, actually. It's kind of tanky. And then it evolves into Beautifly, 130 HP, still 1 energy attack, which is something to think about. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's a sniper, right? Not bad. And then we have the other evolution of Wurmple, which is Cascoon. It has Harden. It's the same. And then Dustox, choose either Poison or Confused. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now... Whoa! Wait, that's not bad. Wait, Dustox, not bad. Not bad at all. Because if you poison them first and it's still alive, you can then pick Confusion, right? 1 energy, it's stage 2, of course, but 1 energy, 60 with poison, so 70 up, 70 plus. Guys, it's not bad. Not bad at all. And next up, we have Seedot, and again, another 50 HP Pokemon. Evolves into Nuzleaf, which is, whatever. I'm not going to spend too much time on these middle evolutions unless they're interesting. And then Shiftry, 140 HP, Nipping Cyclone, 70 damage. Discard a random card from your... Oh, God. I'm going to sense a bit of a theme here. There's going to be a lot of hand disruption, guys. 2 energy for 70. Discard a card from your opponent's hand. Again, not the worst. Here we have Breloom into 1 energy, deal 40. Sure, nothing crazy. We have Pansage, which is, you can just see, it's just 60 HP, 1 energy, deal 10. Then we have Simisage, 100 HP with Fury Swipes. 3 coins, attack does 40 for each. Probably not that good. Cottony into... We could look at Whimsicott now. Food achieved. Nice. Now, Cozy needs to be achieved. And then... sit back and listen. We've got Whimsicott EX. 140 HP, obviously it's stage 1. 2 energy, but only 1 grass required. Grass not. 40 damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. So pretty on theme. Grass knot. I think it's based on weight in the video game. So this is generally, 70 to 100 damage. And it can be more. For 2 energy, 140 HP. And the energy is pretty easy to get. And then basically, there's obviously a world where there's 3 retreat, 4 retreat, and suddenly this starts hitting very hard. This does seem like an almost like meta controller to an extent, bit of a tech card. We've seen Lilligant. There's Maractus, 2 energy basic, 40 your opponent's confused, sure. Virizion, 100 health, Sacred Sword. During your next turn, spawn can't use Sacred Sword. 3 energy, 110. Eh. It's one of those interesting because it's a basic and it does 110 potentially, right? So at least that's something to think about. We have Skiddo, Go-Go, 3 energy, double edge, whatever. Oh wait, have they given us a decent Trevenant? Not really. Why can't they just give us a cool Trevenant? I mean, this isn't horrible. 2 energy, heals 20, heals 60, 110 health. It's okay. And then we have Grookey, Thwacky. I'll be honest, right? I'm gonna throw this out there. Didn't know the name of this one. I never played Rillaboom in the games. But yeah, Grookey, Thwacky, and now Rillaboom. Rillaboom, 150 HP, so a good amount of HP. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. And it has Drum Rush, which is 4 energy, deal 120. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I will say, wait, Rillaboom was why do I keep saying Rillaboom? Rillaboom was Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Sobble, Inteleon, right? But they were the three. Yeah, not my favorite 3 starters, I'll be honest, but better than the newest ones. So let's go back. Once you're into switching one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Yeah, Captivating Rhythm, you actually choose by read because switching one of your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot. So that sounds like you pick. Oh, with Inteleon Unite. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure. I think what did I even go? I think I went Cinderace in that. And with Will, this is guaranteed. It is. Rillaboom, not bad. So Grass has gained like a couple of things, but I would say nothing that I'm like, whoa. Like nothing, but they've gained like a decent amount of non-EX. You know what's funny, guys? There's some big announcement happening, I think, later today. There's something going on later today, right? I don't know what it is, because I'm not cool enough to be involved, right? But this set, honestly, makes me feel like there's rotation, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, fire. We have Growlithio, and let's have a look at Arcanine. 120 HP, 2 fire, flip a coin if edge your opponent's out of Pokemon is now burned, deals 50. Nothing to write home about. Ponyta, Rapidash EX. 150 HP, 3 fire. This attack also does 20 damage when your opponent's benched. Wait, this one's good. Hey, Volrath, thanks a lot for the resub. How's it going? Thank you.
New base set, let's go.
New base set, let's go. Wait, this Rapidash. Because bear in mind, there's the new fire item. There's a new fire item that lets you pull an energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon. So it's like... And you obviously have Magby, an elemental switch, right? You just throw this in Blaine. Well, it won't work with Blaine, of course, but this card is with elemental switch, Magby, and that fire patch. All I'm saying is, guys, I've seen worse cards. Decent HP, not horrible retreat, decent damage, bench pings. Honestly, it looks quite good. Ho-Oh, what are you doing here? 120 HP. Heal 30 damage from each of your benched basic Pokemon with Blessed Burn. Huh. It's a strong ability, or a strong attack. What happened to the old TCG Online one? Game? There is still Pokemon TCG Live, it's called. Too much energy, probably. Yeah, probably, but it's a very powerful effect. And if you're running like Ho-Oh Lugia or Ho-Oh Ho-Oh, you're probably gaining a lot of energy as well. Okay, next up we have Torchic, Combusken, which are just basic Koopas, and Blaziken. 2 energy, 100 damage, discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. Even regular Blaziken's not bad. And then we have Mega Blaziken that I don't even want to talk about. We have Simisear here, which is stage 1. Oh, are they all the same? Are they all Fury Swipes, but just different typing? That's funny. Darumaka, 70 health, basic. 2 energy, deal 50. This Pokemon also has 10 damage to itself. And then the evolution is Darmanitan at the end. 4 energy, Darmani Hands. 80 plus. Flip 2 coins, attack does 30 damage for each heads. I don't see this one being super great. We have the Litwick line. The Litwick and Lampert don't do anything really. Chandelure, Slow Sear. Once during your turn, you may discard the top. They're loving discard, aren't they? This feels like a discard set. This really feels like a discard set. And not a terrible attack. Like 80 damage for 2 as like a worst case scenario. It's not so bad. Wait, has Fire got some decent cards? There we have another Heatmore. They love Heatmore. It isn't loading. There we go. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Oh, they have a Hitmonlee Heatmore. Heatmonlee. Right? Heatmonlee. You get it? You get it? Heatmonlee. Yep. Hey, we have Pyro. Discard 2 energy for this Pokemon. 3 energy. 1. Wow. Pyro's not bad either. Wait, have Fire got good cards this time? It's a stage 1, decent health, 3 energy, 1 of which is colorless, dealing 130. It's not the worst, is it? Oh, we have another Turtotron. 110 health, basic. Shell Trap, 40 damage for 2. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. I feel like the other Turtonate is just better. Works with Kiwi? It does, yes, because it's just Turtonator, yeah. Does work with Kiwi. I guess this is a good Pokemon to, like, just gain the energy for your, fire patches. What's the name of the site? I'll just link it you. Pokemon Zone. I've linked you this card, but you can just, I assume you can make your way back. Okay, so Fire. I feel like Fire looking way better than Grass. And Grass does rhyme with ass. So it does. Right, here we go. Guys, we're getting off to a start. This is what I've looked like the past like 2 months playing in the meta. This is me the last 2 months. Just gonna be honest. We have Psyduck, which means, guys, never Golduck EX. 1 energy 50. Cider, Golda looks like he's having a great time. When's the new set coming out? Tomorrow. I don't hate it. 1 energy, deal 50. Pretty good going first. We've seen this. Put a random card from your deck that evolves from this Pokemon onto this Pokemon to evolve it. I don't think this is a very good Magikarp. Get my squirt bottles ready. I don't think squirt bottles are going to do that much. Yeah, I don't think this Magikarp's very good. We have a regular Gyarados. 4 energy, discard the top card. Oh, it's... That's really funny. Do you think this is better than Leap Out Magikarp? No. So this is really funny because this Gyarados is a light version of Mega Gyarados, just like the other normal Gyarados is a light version of Gyarados EX. That's kind of funny. We've seen Mega, obviously discard the top 3 cards from your opponent's deck. Lotad. Okay, Lotad, Lombre, and then Ludicolo. 140 health. Rhythmic Steps, 60 damage, 2 energy. If you have exactly 1, 3, or 5 cards in your hand, this attack does 60 more? Oh, this is a clip farming card. This is a clip farming card. That's actually... Wait, this is actually hilarious. Okay, we might do some stuff with that. We have Whalmer and then Whale Lord. Wait. Whale Pump. This attack does 10 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. That's a bit of a lord, isn't he? Wait, this could be really funny. You play Mantike, Jellicent, Whale Lord. So 100 minimum. It's not 100 minimum. The minimum's 60, right? Yeah, if you use water, it's 100 minimum. The point is, like, you don't have to use water. So it lets you play it in, like, multiple energy decks. And it lets you, like, for if whatever reason you may or may not want to, you could play this in any deck, right? And still potentially Whale Pump. But yeah. Yeah, it depends. It needs water. But all I'm saying is if you have Mantike and Jellicent, and just for the first few turns go, like, and 200 HP for non-EX, I think that's why it's neutral. I think that's why the attack's colorless, because you could have this as a tank. Like, you could have this as a tank. Misty and Prey. Oh god, imagine Misty in this for like 10. It'd be so fun. Okay, and now we have Corphish, Crawdon. I mean, I'll click on them, but whatever. I will say, these cards might be a little bit better. Because of like things like Jellicent, but I doubt it. And then Love Disc. Oh, if you have exactly 2, 4, or 6 cards in your hand, this attack does 30 more. This is just really bad, right? 2 energy deals 60 isn't exactly mind-blowing. Okay, so we skip on that. Simipour is the same as the others. Ooh, Timpole, or Timepole, Palpitoad, and Seismitoad. So these two are just whatever. Let's look at Seismitoad. 150 HP. Split Spiral Punch. 90 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Not the best. I thought we were getting more from Seismitoad. Oh, wait. Caracosta. 150 HP stage 2. Blocking Shell. Prevent all damage to this Pokemon by attacks basic Pokemon. Hold up. Wait, Caracosta's kind of nuts. Because also, this has a supporter with it that heals this for 70. Right? There's a supporter that says heal your Caracosta or Jellicent for 70 health. Wait, this is huge. This just... Wait, this just laughs at Oricorio. It laughs at, like, Giratina. Darkrai's attack, not ping, obviously. Pairs with Mantike. I think you pair it with Jellicent, probably. You could run Mantike and Jellicent, I guess. Wait, Caracosta's kind of a Giga Chad. What's going on? Wait, this card's... I actually really like this card. Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. And then we have Frillish. 60 HP, sure. And it goes into... this is the Jellicent. 120 HP, which I'll be honest, I think it's a little bit more than I expected. 2 Energy Surf. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, take a Water Energy from your Energy Zone, attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. Guys, Jellicent Caracosta. I wonder if you could... I wonder if, like, Jellicent Caracosta, and then you could maybe run Gyarados. I like this a lot, though. I think this card's really cool. I like them a lot. Okay. Keldeo. 100 HP Sacred Sword. Oh, it's that again. Okay, yeah. New Greninjas, guys. So we've got Drip Boy. Fine. Frogadier. Switch this Pokemon with one of your benched. Whoa! Okay, this Frogadier is kind of sick. Bounce is kind of good. That's a pretty good Frogadier. And then here we go. Greninja EX. 170 health. 2 energy Aqua Edge to deal 100. Once during your turn, you may switch your active water Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Mamma mia. That's all I'm gonna say. This card seems strong. Right, okay. Well, heard you kids like Greninja, right? Right? You guys Greninja enjoyers? Oh, okay. Well, Greninja seems very good. We have Bergmite into Avalugg. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 20 damage, 3 energy, deals 70, 140 HP. Fine. Chewtle. Oh, do we have a good Dreadnought? During your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon can't retreat. Jaw lock. This is the issue. All these cool effects don't matter if you're just going to get one shot, right? I think that's like the forever problem. We have Barraskewda. Pokemon deals 20 damage to itself. Double Edge, 2 energy, deal 80. Probably not good enough. Ice Cube. Oh, that's cool. Basic 80 HP, 2 energy, deal 50. Ice Face. If this Pokemon has full HP, it takes minus 40 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. And you can just keep healing it. And also, anything that hits you for 40 or less does nothing. It's just immune. Which is kind of sick. Okay, Ice Cube's kind of interesting. Okay. Now, guys, I did take a little look-see at this. Finally, Justice for Jolteon. Jolteon EX, 140 HP. Mac Bolt, just 2 energy, deal 80, the huge. And then Electromagnetic Wall. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, whenever your opponent attaches energy from their energy zone to one of their Pokemon, do 20 damage to that Pokemon. Hot dog. Like, seems good to me. It seems pretty good. Even if it's not super strong, I like the card. Right? It feels like it's probably gonna be strong because of the way electric works right now. But yeah. But also remember, right? Doesn't this absolutely rinse Giratina as well? Because Giratina pulls energy from the energy zone, right? Charizard is toast too. Yeah, because if it ramps into like what, 4, what's it, it gains 4 energy? Is it 4? That's already doing 80. Oh, is it only attached 3? I can't remember now. I've not played Stoke Charizard for a while. Is it per energy? Probably per energy, right? Whenever your opponent attaches an energy from their energy zone to one of their Pokemons, it should do 60, right? Because you attach an energy, then you attach an energy, then you attach an energy. It wouldn't make sense if it only did it once. Right? Anyway, Jolteon seems cool. We have Mareep, we have Fluffy, and then we have regular Amph. One of your opponent's bench Pokemon chose at random. Wait. Oh, the attack also did. So it's 90 and then 20 onto the bench. Sure. We've seen Mega Amph, but I actually quite like this one. 210 HP. One of your opponent's bench Pokemon shows at random 3 times. This is really nice as well. And then we have Shinx, Luxio, 1 energy. Luxio is kind of nice. Into Luxray, 2 energy. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your bench. What? Wait, what? This is insanely good. $110 damage for 2 energy on a 130 HP Pokemon? Yeah, deal all the damage to my bench you want, bud. Free retreat, yeah. This is A-okay for me. One of your benched? No, I know it's one of your benched. I just don't think it matters. You're dealing 110 damage on, like, potentially turn 2. And it doesn't discard energy. So you just go 110, 110, 110, GG. Yeah, I don't care about the 20 damage to your bench. This is I pay that. If every attack did like 30, 40 more damage, I just had to pay with 20 damage to my bench, I'd pay that every single day of the week. Okay, Deluxe Ray seems like the best card in the set so far. Pachirisu? Attack the Wound. Don't we already have a card with that attack? Your opponent's active Pokemon has damage on it. Its attack does 30 damage more, so it could do 60. Not a bad attack, but I just don't know why you'd run this. We have Blitzel, Tiny Charge, and then Zebstrika. 3 energy, deal 90. Sure, not bad, but probably not played. Joltik into Galvantula is basically a Voltorb Electrode kind of thing. Look at the Dedenne. Oh my god, look at its attack. Discard electric energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That is hilarious. Imagine your opponent plays Zeraora and they go first, so they ramp, and you're like, nope. Not for you. Okay, this Dedenne is awesome. What the heck? We have Yampa with Roar. Switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Oh, nice. So basic with Colorless 1 energy Sabrina. And then Boltund, 2 energy 60. Okay. We have Natu, Xatu, and Poo because these are just whatever. Who cares? A new Mischievous. Flip 2 coins, attack does 20 for each heads. Okay, probably not the best. Miss Magius, 2 energy, deals 7. Oh, it's Golduck. I like the artwork. Sableye, discard a card from your hand. If you can't, this attack does nothing. Huh. It's a better Golduck? Wait, why is it better Golduck? What health is Golduck? You need to see the other card that helps it out. Okay, so sure, but like, okay, this card is not a better Golduck, right? Okay, fine. If I need future knowledge, sure. I quite like Sableye. Especially if Oricorio's still relevant. Especially if Oricorio's still relevant. This is like very easy Oricorio killer, right? No new card. What? Huh? Mega Altaria we've seen. We have Duskull. Flip a coin if heads, the attack does 30. It's not even bad. Duskull, remember, this is actually super important. These 50 HP Pokemon can just be pulled from the deck, right? So you got to keep an eye on this. It's very relevant. Dusclops, 1 energy, deal 30 with 90, sure. Dusknoir, 150 HP. Hammer in, deal 80. When this Pokemon is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't get any points for it. Oh, yeah. I mean, guys, you guys know what I'm like with like toolbox psychic decks. We're gonna be playing some Dusknoir. I'll tell you that for free. Thanks a lot for the new follows, everyone. By the way, I appreciate it. Okay, Dusknoir's sick. Jirachi we saw. New Drifloon. This attack does 20 damage to any opponent's bench Pokemon. Not bad. Drifblim. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Wait. With Will, it's GG. You can't will the Dusknoir. Guys, are we Lunaring? Gardevoir? Well, I was thinking of Lunara. Can't we just shift the energy to Drifblim for Lunara? Is that so? I mean, I'm talking about very silly strategies here, but it could be funny. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, baby Chingling. Jingly noise. 10 damage during the opponent's turn. They can't play any item cards from. Whoa! 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 Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I heard Rare Candy is an item card. I heard someone told me Rare Candy's an item card. Okay. Game single-handedly saved the game. All we needed was a little bell. Pokeball, yeah. Yeah, Pokeball. Tools, item cards, right? Are item cards tools? Is that how that works? Or are they not? It's Pokeball, stuff like X Speed. For example, like Fire Patch is an item card, right? Oh yeah, sorry, it's not trainer cards, right? My brain was saying trainer cards. Yeah, item cards, yeah. Damn. Wait, Chingling is actually insane. Okay. Yamask. Sure. Cofagrius. 120 HP, stage 1. Pretty high HP. 2 energy soul shot. Discard 2 cards from your hand if you can't... Oh, they're loving this, aren't they? This discard sort of hand control stuff. This guy's also insanely strong. Okay. Guys, wait. Guys, looking at these, Psychic Box might be good. Okay. Goth Girl. Bigger Goth Girl. Biggest Goth Girl, let's see. Gothitelle. 130 HP. During your opponent's next turn, if they attach energy from the energy zone to the defending Pokemon, that Pokemon will be asleep. Hey, these cards are sick. So they attach an energy and it just goes to sleep. So then they can't attack. So they need to like... There's no good way they can go around it either. Because if they retreat, fine. But they can't pull it back in anyway. So they need to like attach to bench. And then retreat, right? Jesus. Pokemon Center. Yeah, like very situational. I don't know if it's very situational. I mean, it's not going to be good every single time, but it's going to be decent. Get this in Team Rocket. Team Rocket Grunt. 2-stage is Brick. Okay, we won't run any 2-stage Pokemon then. Everyone, delete your stage 2 Pokemon. No point. Get him out. Why are they even making stage? Charizard, get him out of here. Solgaleo, get him out of here. Okay, we've got Spritzy. Sure. Aromatasi. Your opponent's Poké is now confused. 90 HP. Not the worst. Not Swirlatron. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from attacks. Okay. Slurpuff. Okay. Got Carbink. Hold. No. There we go. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 30 damage. Oh. Wait, Carbink's good. Wait. This card's quite good, right? Because it deletes the babies. It can be pulled with the card that pulls 50 HP or less. It's just 1 energy, and it's tanky. Yeah, it's searchable. It deletes babies, and it's tanky because it's only got 50 HP, but It's taking minus 30, so something needs to hit it for 80 to actually knock it out. If babies are still meta, sure, it's unlikely babies will ever completely go away, but also, well, yeah, it's good against babies, but if no one's playing babies, it's not going to be good, obviously. Carbing's actually quite good. And then we've got Clefatron, Klefki. 50, another 50 HP, again important. Colorless Hook, okay, 20 damage. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may discard all Pokemon tools from your active Pokemon. If you do, discard this Pokemon. This card's sick. Wait, this card's sick. Right? Because also, obviously, sometimes you might have to start this, right? However, you can run 4 Guzmas in a deck if you want. Because you could put this on the... You could play it on the bench and then instantly do the discard. You could run 4 Guzmas, guys. And it's still used, like, okay as a starter. Okay, I like Clef. Guys, Psychic is kind of popping up. Is that the last... Oh, no. I've seen... And this feels broken, guys. Indeedee EX. 130 HP basic. Once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from your active Pokemon. Psychic, 2 Psychic Energy. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active. Why does this Pokemon seem just insane? Why does Indeedee just say, I'll do everything, thank you. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end. Because, like, its attack is decent. It's not like the craziest attack in the world, but it's not bad. It can sit on the bench and just heal something for 20 every turn. And if you have to start it, it can heal itself. It's only 1 retreat, and it's got an okay amount of HP. Yeah, and if you have 2 Indeedees, you're healing 40 every turn. Okay, guys. Okay, we've finished Psychic. So far, Psychic, Electric, Water, Fire, Grass. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Now, we've not seen barely any of the item cards, supporters or whatever, and still all the other types, right? But for me, Psychic is hyper interest. This is my concern, right? These cards are super interesting and sound fun, and you can do cool tricks and set up game plans. Please, 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 God of all Pokemon, John Pokemon, let's not make it so all these cards like just don't matter because something's just gonna go, oh, turn 2, knocked out. Turn 3, knocked out. Turn 4, oh, I've won. You know, so please, please, let's make it so that these are playable. What website is this? Is this one, mate? Please. Also, as well, if you're in YouTube, please like the stream. There's a fair chunk of you in there, and there's only 12 likes on the channel, so I'd appreciate just a little clickaroo of the like. If you're in Twitch, thanks a lot for any follows. If you're not following, it would be awesome if you could follow the channel and maybe say, Raven's really cool. That always helps. Okay. Here we go. Sandshrew and Sandslash. We have 1 energy deal damage. Sure. Now we have... Thanks, guys. Raven is really cool. I appreciate that, guys. Guys, you didn't have to all say that out of nowhere with no prompting whatsoever. Thank you. Hitmonchan EX. Okay. 130 HP, 1 energy, quick straight. This attack's damage isn't affected. So it's just doing 150. So I'll reserve judgment on this card because I need to see the rest of fighting or at least the rest of the cards because there's a world, right? However, depending on what else there is, There's a world where if megas are good, or certain megas or whatever, there's like, this is a great starter. You put this down, attach one energy to it, let it go while you build up something on the backline, right? It's good health, good damage, because I say good damage, oh, it's only 50. It's 50 for what energy? It's decent retreat. There are cards like Lucario that can buff this. I don't know. This is a hard one to judge, but we'll see. But this doesn't seem bad. Especially going second. Because even this, yeah, hang on a minute. If you go second and you have this and they play a starter Pokemon and you have like Giovanni. You kind of already blasting, right? Like, you're kind of already popping off. Yeah, okay, I quite like Hitmonchan. And again, it does it. We've not seen all the cards, right? Next up, oh, a new Sudowoodo. 90 HP. If this Pokemon has damage on it, its attack does 50 more. Meta dependent, of course. However, yeah, it's just meta dependent, right? Because in the world where everyone's playing EXs, you want the other Sudowoodo, right? Probably. But in the world where there's a lot of people playing non-EX, this one might be better. No leaf type. What do you mean no leaf type? I don't know what that means. We have Makuhita, probably one of the worst basics I've ever seen in my life. Wait, does Hariyama have an evolve effect? No. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. Is fighting getting ramp? Because this looks like one of the worst cards I've ever seen. What are you playing? You know what you could do? What about Hitmonchan and Tyranitar? That seems terrible. We have Hippotas. Hippowdon. I don't want to look at this Pokemon after playing ZA. Flip a coin if tells during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Ground types get done dirty, don't they? I feel like ground types, I guess kind of fighting in general, kind of gets crunched. We've got Sandile, Krokorok, and Crocodile. What's Crocodile rocking? Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. The attack's not terrible, but the problem with these energy discards is these effects you probably want early in the game, but it's on a stage 2 costing 3, right? I think that's the problem. They keep saying all Pokemon tools. Will we ever get multiple tools on one Pokemon? Potentially. That exists in the TCG, or has existed in the TCG, I believe. We have Archon, which is a fossil. Oh, website's dying. Website's dying. I click a different Pokemon. There we go. Okay, so so there's fossil, then there's one energy deal 40 damage, which is on Little Bird, and then Archeops. Guys, this is an interesting one. Wild Spin. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Wild Spin attack does plus 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So you do 20 to everything, then you'll deal 40 to everything, then 60 to everything, then 80 to everything, and then 100 to everything, as long as you don't get Sabrina and stuff. It doesn't say it can stack. Does it not stack? Wait, does it normally say it stacks? Wait, do I need to look at Miltank? Guys, how do you spell Miltank? Miltank says it's stacked. I think the website's just dying. Yeah, the website's dying. Okay, we'll stay here. Okay, my bad then, my bad. This isn't anywhere near as good as I thought it was. So it deals 20, and then it deals 40. And then it deals 40, and then it deals 40, and then it deals 40, right? Okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, my bad, my bad. I didn't really think about the Miltank wording, because I don't remember what it is, if I'm being honest. Okay, so this is way worse than I thought it was, and probably unplayable. If it's stacked, it still wouldn't be mind-blowing, but it would be better than this. Okay, Golett, 1 energy, deal 20, 80 HP. Wait a minute. And what's Golurk? A playable Golurk? 130 HP, 2 energy, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. This attack does 60 damage for each Pokemon with a retreat cost of 3 or more you find there. Shuffle the revealed cards back. Wait a minute. This card's hilarious. So 240? No, 180, right? 60 times 3. So it could do 0 damage. Yeah, of course it could do 0 damage. Guys, if it was guaranteed to do 60, this card would be broken. Like, this card would be the best card in the game if it did guaranteed damage. Honestly, I don't hate Golurk. Works with Hiker. Yeah, I guess so. Can play it with Onyx. Well, the thing to remember is you can even have stuff like Snorlax, right? And Kangaskhan. Because they don't need to be fighting, necessarily, right? So you can have like Snorlax, Kangaskhan, things like that. Not the worst. Hey, guys, it's the best Golurk so far. Oh, we have another Sacred Sword. Okay. Oh. And we have Panchamicus, and the evolution's going to be dark or neutral. Dark. Crabrawler, and then Crabominable. Fighting type though, 120 HP, last chance punch. If this Pokemon's remaining HP is 30 or less, this attack does 60 more. Just play 2 Golett as your only basics. Oh, I mean that. Yeah, wait. Yeah, 2 Golurk as your Golett as your only basics. You run the card that swaps Pokemon in hand with other Pokemon in the deck to get the evolutions, and then the rest of your deck is just stage 2, like heavy Pokemon, right? Genius. Okay, so Crabominable doesn't seem so great so far. We've got Stuffle and Beware. Sure, I'm not even going to click on these. Sandygast. During your opponent's next turn, if the defending Pokemon tries to use an attack, your opponent flips a coin if tails it. Oh, so it's like a 1-turn confusion. 2 energy, though. Palosand. Heal 20 damage to this Pokemon. Life Sucker. This can also be Acerola. Roly-Coly, Carcole, and Colossal. I like Colossal. 150 HP, 3 fighting, 100 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass Pokemon, this attack does 50 more. So, like, sort of a tech card, right? But with no ramp, it's just a bit all in, isn't it? So much energy for fighting. But then again, this is the sort of card you could play with Hitmonchan EX, right? You have Hitmonchan up front, and then you just start building this in the back. It's not the worst. Okay, that's fighting. Fighting so far, again, we've got items and supporters still to look at. Everything could change, right? Fighting seems not great. Hitmonchan, easily the most interesting card. Oh, yeah. When we start Dark off with Murkrow and Honchkrow, you know things are looking good. We've got another Honch, and you guys know I love Honchkrow. 100 health, 2 colorless, evil, admonition, 40 plus. This attack does 40 more damage for each of your opponent's Hold on a minute. Honch is kind of sick. Wait a minute. Guys, are we Honch enjoyers? Because I am. Very interesting. And potentially very strong. Suicune encounter? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's doing what? Like, potentially... Oh my god, no. This. My phone just tried... Go away, Siri. My phone, talking about Honchkrow, just tried to call someone, yeah, that I worked with about 10 years ago. Jesus. Yeah, and it's colorless, guys. That's the crazy thing. Colorless, you can play this in any deck. You can elemental switch on this. Right? Or ramp it with a baby. Right? Pretty big. You know what? I guess now we know why a lot of the megas don't have abilities. Punch would just farm them. Okay, Dark's getting off to a good start. Absol. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent reveals their hand. Choose a supporter card you find there and discard it. Sadly, this Murkrow sucks. The Murkrow has to suck because it's colorless, right? So like it has to suck. This is fine, but I think unplayable. And then we've seen Mega Absol. 2 energy, opponent reveals their hand, choose a support card you find there and discard it. Yeah. And then we have Drapion. 3 energy, flip a coin if head, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and paralyzed. It's only it's 3 energy for 50 though, isn't it? Darkrai. I didn't expect a new Darkrai. 120 health. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. 3. Yeah, it's just, where's all this energy coming from? That's the problem. Dino, Zvalios, and Hydreigon is we've seen, but I think this card's pretty good. I think Hydreigon is pretty good. I think this effect is really strong. It gets to basically self-ramp. Not sure it matters. I don't think the right... No, the right column's not visible on stream because when I click here, this is done. We don't need to see... I'll click on any Pokemon that are relevant, trust. Like, if I'm skipping Pokemon, it's because it's just like 2 energy, deal 40 or something. I mean, look, that's what I've skipped. Oh, and also some Pokemon don't load. We've got Pangoro, 120 health. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Overdrive Smash attack does plus 30. This seems pretty good. If you go first, this can just go 30, then 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, and it's got a lot of health. It's kind of like a delayed Kangaskhan, right? And I guess the idea is you know what? Is Kangaskhan just better? Kangaskhan's slower to ramp up, but this requires an evolution, right? Pangoro's dark? Yeah. Skrelp? Wait, the lower stages just don't load for some reason. We have Dragalag EX, 150 HP, not Mega though. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, the attacking Pokemon is now poisoned. And then 2 energy 80. This is not bad, guys, because this is colorless. You've got other options, right? You've got like baby options here to get this going if you want. Hmm. It's got like enough health that it can put stuff off. It's okay. Marini, this 1 energy poison for 60 health. Toxapex, 100 health. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poison, this attack does 70 more damage. Wait. This card's pretty good. Guys, is this just like Venipede, but better? Yeah. Okay. We have Grimmsnarl. Impidimp is just 1 energy, deal this. Morgrem, 90 health. This attack damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, so stuff like damage reduction. Does this ignore tools as well? Hmm. And then Grimmsnarl is just 3 energy deal. Grimmsnarl's weirdly not very good. Okay, Dark. The Honchkrow's great, but it's not even really a Dark card. Other than that, it seems fine. Hydreigon, I guess, is looks good. Dragatron looks so-so. Absol might be okay. Honchkrow's the nuts. Okay, Steel. Everyone's favorite. Ferroseed into Ferrothorn. 2 energy, takes -50. Kind of whatever. Durant. If Durant is on your bench, this attack does 40 more. 2 energy for 80 to have 2 Durants. Probably not going to work. Colbatron, we know what it is. Honedge, 1 energy 20. Doublade, sorry. 2 energy 40. And then we've seen this Aegislash. Attacks used by your Psychic and Steel Pokemon do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active. People will play this, I just don't know if it's going to be any good. We have Meltan, and then for 1 energy, deal 20. And then Melmetal EX, 170 health, 3 energy Headbutt for 80, and 4 energy Metal Arms. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, this attack does 50 more damage. So the idea here is to have like the steel tool and just start swinging for 150 with heals and like Adaman or something. But I think by the looks of things here, you pretty much would just have to play Dialga Melmetal, right? Everyone's saying Memory Light for this. Oh, Memory Light on the other Meltan. I thought you meant on the deal 20 Meltan. I was like, doesn't seem that good. Yeah, Memory Light. You could honestly run Memory Light and Dialga. Potentially. If you wanted to. Yeah, 150 damage, and also you've got like you get to it's kind of like the Blastoise thing, right? You can like headbutt early, and then you just that next turn 150. Okay, I mean it's worth experimenting with. Wait, Corviknight. Oh, are they normal? Oh, okay, I was so confused. I thought we missed cards. Corviknight, let's go. 140 health, 3 energy, Iron Wings, deal 100. Discard 2 steel energy from this Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes -50. Hmm. I mean, we'll have to see what the other Pokemon look like and if there's any tools that help, but this seems bad. But we'll see if there's other cards. Oh god, not Drudicon. 110 health, Drudicon. 4 energy Giga Claw. 120 damage, flip 2 coins if both of them are tails. That does nothing. This seems bad. Do you have to discard? Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon, yes. If you didn't have to discard, like, it might be a bit better, but... we've seen Goomy. Very annoying little boy. Makes your opponent's active Pokemon attacks cost 1 more. This Water Psychic. We have a Sliggoo with a Gentle Slap, which we all love a Gentle Slap. And then Goodra. Heal 40 from this Pokemon. 100 damage. 150 health. Mantine makes it a little better, but who cares? You're doing 100 damage. You heal for 40, which is nice, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Pidgey for 2 energy peck. Pidgeotto, 2 energy, deal 40. Pidgeot. Still 2 energy. Flip 2 coins for each head, discard a random energy from opponent's active Pokemon. If both of them are tails, this attack does nothing. The Pidgeot's not bad, honestly. It's a little bit spicy. But with Will, this is not bad at all. As it's a fairly light investment. What's with the devs with coin flip doing nothing? I mean, it lets you just have more interesting outcomes, right? Oh, Taurus EX, 140 HP, 2 energy, flip a coin if tails this Pokemon does 39. Not the worst, guys. Not the worst. You can put it in any deck. It ramps from any of the babies. It's got pretty good health. And 90's... You're basically two-shotting almost anything, right? And if you baby turn 1, and then bring this in turn 2... Honestly, look, let's be honest. Every other Taurus is way worse. Wait, there's new Eevee. Eevee, 5th. Oh my god, it's fullable. Okay. As long as this Pokemon's in the active spot, it can evolve during your first turn on the... Right. Where's my Honchkrow gone? Where's my Honchkrow? Yeah, this into Jolteon turn 1? This into Jolteon turn 1? My god. You know what it's also really good for? It's really good for a regular Sylveon. Because regular Sylveon, one of the problems you can get with that is it does more damage based on evolved Pokemon, right? But sometimes, if you just pulled the Eevee, well, you can't evolve it that turn. Whereas this does help. But damn. Okay, this guy seems good. But is it better than Find a Friend? You could literally win turn 1 off this, pretty much. Okay, we've got Apom. Sure. Ambipom. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 30 damage for each head. If this Pokemon has Lucky Mittens attached. Flip 4 coins. Okay, we'll have to find out what Lucky Mittens are, but I mean 4 flips doing 30 per heads on a 1 energy stage 1. Okay. Miltank! Hold, it's not loading. 100 HP, 2 energy body slam, 40 damage. Flip a coin if edge your opponent's out of pocket is paralyzed, fine. Zigzagoon, deal 20. Leon, deal 40. Whismer, deal 20. Loudred, deal 40. Wait. What is... Guys? Is Loudred just literally worse than Leon? Does Loudred have a card? Oh no, it has a explode. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's the sec. All I saw were these 4 Pokemon. I was like, huh? But no, there's explode, which makes sense. 150 HP, 3 energy, booming roar, 90 damage. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from there. Ooh, I see. Okay. Okay. I mean, anything that stops your opponents playing items is interesting, but this is probably a bit slow. Skitty and then Delcatty. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put a supporter card from your... No. No. Not letting people play Cyrus more often. No. Yeah, you can 4x Professor Oak. Yeah. Okay, interesting card. I don't know if it's going to get played, but it's potentially quite powerful. Also, bear in mind, if people play a lot of this sort of discard stuff out of your hand, you might want to play this to bring something back. But then again, if this gets discard... Well, no, a lot of it's discard supporters, right? Spinder. Basic. Both active Pokemon are now confused. Spinder's not so bad. Swabble Blue and Altaria. The attack does 20 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon. Not bad, honestly. Chatot isn't loading, but it's just a basic 70 HP Callus, 2 energy, deal 30 damage, and put your opponent's Pokemon to sleep. Patrat, Watchog with Bite, whatever. Lillipup, collect, draw a card. Herdia, 40. What does Stoutland do? Your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic. This attack does 70. Wait, Stoutland needs to relax. It does 140 to a basic Pokemon. That's kind of nice. It's not bad at all. Mainly because it's Callus, you can ramp it, right? Or like energy, elemental switch. We have Rufflet, Bravery. We've got the dogs. We have Rookidee and Corvus Squire, which are just regular poops. Wooloo and Dubwool, which are rubbish. Oh my god, here we go. What is it? Prank Spinner. A card from among both players' hands is chosen at random, revealed to the other player, and shuffled into its owner's deck. Is this game gonna make me rage? Like, imagine just whacking this out. Okay. Plume Fossil is a fossil. Hitting Hammer. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. So this is Team Rocket Grunt, the item, right? Because it's worse because it's an item, but it's also not an item, not a supporter. Another fossil. Flame Patch. What's the most interesting card for you so far? I'm gonna see the items and then we'll check. Flame Patch, busted. Citrus Berry, Heavy Helmet. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has a retreat cost of 3 or more, it takes minus 20 damage. Wait, this on like a Kangaskhan could be pretty good. Wait, how much? I need to check. Hang on. I'm not even logged into the game. How much retreat does the 1 energy ramp Kangaskhan have? Let me check. Right, it's in my one of my decks, right? Oh no, it's Miltank. Wait, yeah. Wait. This with Miltank? Ever tried to put a helmet on the cow? Wait, heavy helmet and Miltank could be kind of sick. And then these Lucky Mittens. Whenever your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage for attack used by the Pokemon this card's attached to, draw a card. Good old Lucky Mittens. That's a really interesting tool. Because it doesn't help you knock anything out or help you survive. But if you can knock stuff out, it's very good. Okay, we have Marlon with... Yeah, guys, we're going to be playing a lot of this. Heal 70 from Karakost or Jellicent. I like both of these Pokemon. So, Marlon's going to be a usual suspect on the stream. We've got Hala. During your opponent's next turn, if your Hariyama or Crabominable would be knocked out by damage from attack, it is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. Okay, so Hala's good for Crabominable, but I still think Hariyama sucks. This card still probably isn't very good. May, one of the best cards. Put 2 random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. For each Pokemon you put in your hand this way, choose a Pokemon to shuffle into your deck. May's just going to be good. Fantina, sorry. Take a Psychic Energy from your Energy Zone, attach it to each of your Driftbloom, and miss... Wait a minute. Fantina's kind of sick then. Guys, we are 100% playing Psychic. Isn't that just Pokécon with 2 cards? No, because you choose which ones get shuffled back. Okay, Fantina's very good. Copycat. With Pokécom, you also choose. No, you pull the 2 cards, and then you look at all your hand, and then pick which 2 Pokemon go back. You can just look at 2 and go, oh, those 2 actually suck, put them back. Pokecoms is just a 1-for-1 swap. Shuffle your hand into your deck. Draw a card for each card in your opponent's hand. Oh, yeah. Play Suicune against me now. You like all these cards in your hand, brother? Yeah, Copycat seems pretty... Copycat, I think, is going to be a very common one of. Good for decks that draw their whole hand. Deck. Well, yeah, it's just... Well, I think it's more just... It's good for decks where... What you want to do with this is play less supporters and more items, right? And more Pokemon. Because you don't want to play tons of, like, supporters because they'll get clogged in your hand. And, generally, you want to just dump loads of stuff so you can just blast through your deck quickly. But yeah, Copycat seems pretty sick. And then we have, again, another fantastic card. Lycia. Put 2 random basic Pokemon with 50 HP or less from your deck into your hand. This card is sick. Professor's Research is getting competition in this set. Yeah. Agreed. And this is what I said almost a year ago. Because people like, oh, everyone will forever play Professor's Research. And I said, well, there are worlds where they make card draw cards that are different but better. potentially, right? It's not like, because obviously, oh, how do you make Professor's Research better? Well, this new one is draw 3 cards, right? But there are other ways to do it, like this that we've seen. Draw specific cards from your deck, or draw some cards and shuffle some back, but have more choice over what's going on, or throw away your hand and draw a new hand, right? Like, these are all different ways you can make cards that are like arguably better, or at least rival Professor's Research. Buddy Buddy Puffin Pocket version, yeah. Yeah, I think these supporters are kind of nutty. But I'll be honest, right? Again, you can all slap me with a fish or something and say I'm coping, which is fine. But this long shot is worth it. When I see supporters like these these three, Copycat, Lycia, and May, I sit there and think, what if they did rotate? What if they did do a rotation? Because these 3 cards, we could easily get rid of Professor's Research, for example, right? You guys with me with what I'm saying? Like, if these 3 were in the game and we got rid of Professor's Research, there'd still be plenty of options to draw cards. And obviously all the Pokemon that draw cards and stuff, right? Like, after people got their full... No, okay. So let's just throw this out here, because I feel like I have to say this every time. I need like a sign to pop up on stream. No. If they did rotation, they would have 2 Qs. I doubt there'll be rotation due to Jolteon EX being added. Wait, why does Jolteon make a difference? Like, with rotation, you'd have a Q, which is all the cards ever, and then you'd have a standard Q, which would be the new rotation of standard, right? I'm not saying rotation doesn't mean, oh, all those cards in your collection, I'm going to go and burn them. Like, they'd still be playable. It's just not in the standard queue. Blasphemy. Hey, Mangarth or something. Extended and standard. Yeah, that's yeah, whatever they want to call it, right? Next year, maybe. I think next year is way too late. I think they should rotate every lettered set. I think they should rotate every lettered set. It would be so sick. It would be really, really sick. I doubt they do rotation so soon. The problem everyone has, I think, when they talk about rotation too soon, is they're thinking of regular card games. Right? Means last sets won't last a year. But you just play them in the other format. You just have 2 formats. Because then you'd remove Sabrina and Cyrus. So? What's wrong with removing Sabrina and Cyrus? And they could just print a new Sabrina. They could just print a new Cyrus, right? They could also just, add them to that set or whatever. It's like, I'm just saying, like, people are talking about rotation as if it's a normal card game, and normal card games do not print 11 sets a year, right? Like, this is a normal card game on crack, right? It's like hyper sped up. There's a set, again, apart from this month, I guess, but there's a set every single month, right? The cycle through the game is way faster. The power levels generally spike faster. But also the problem is, like, let's just, I'm going to be silly here, but there's a worrying factor of, what if in a year's time, or another 6-7 months time, we're just still rocking Suicune and Greninja, and it's just still the best. Which you can say is a failing of the balance team or whatever. But it's one of those things where people don't want rotation, but there's barely any cards from Genetic Apex that are even played. Like, there's barely any older cards that are even played right now, so... So people are acting like, oh, there'd be nothing to play. It's like, you're barely playing any of the cards now. We need 5 more EVs before rotation. Could happen, not even a joke. Sounds like a joke. We don't want a world with no Cyrus or Sabrina. I actually think Cyrus has gotten to the point where it's problematic. I think Cyrus is actually hit the point where, because the power level of the game has gone up, Cyrus is now too strong, in my opinion. I think Sabrina's fine, though. But I actually think... Yeah. So talking about the Cyrus and Sabrina thing, right? And, oh, what could they do? Just make a new promo set with a Cyrus and Sabrina in if they want. Or an altered Cyrus and Sabrina. Problem solved, right? Like, just have a new promo set. For me, I would like it if Cyrus did what it did, but there's a health requirement. So it'd be like, if pull a Pokemon from the bench, if it has like 40 health or less, or 50 health or less, or like whatever low number or less. So you don't get pinged for like 10 damage and be like, yoink, one shot. It's just like, oh, okay. But how could you kill a Mega without Cyrus or Sabrina? Well, I just said Sabrina's fine. But also, you could play Bench Snipe. And also, your opponent has to try and kill you without Cyrus and Sabrina's in that instance as well. My problem is, recently, and obviously a lot of it's Greninja, but in general, recently, because of that incredibly high power level of cards, if one of you Pokemon gets sneezed on, you're like, oh, well, every single turn for the rest of the game, if they have Cyrus, I lose. It's just like, oh, is that fun? Right? Like, that's the problem. Like, is that whereas at least, if it was your Pokemon has to be on 50% or less health, or has to be on like 40 health or less, you at least can be like, oh, I took a bit of damage, but I'm still in the safe zone. Or, oh, I might have a little bit of time to heal it to keep it above that health total for being pulled in, right? That's, to me, more interesting than, oh, my Mega Charizard has 10 damage on it. Cyrus, GG. It's like, oh, no Cyrus, but Sabrina and Repel are nice. Oh, I completely agree. And as I said, they could just release a new promo set, put a new Sabrina in, put a new Repel in if you want, whatever, and then put a Cyrus in. But have either change it or don't, whatever they want. But the problem people think about as well is, when I talk about rotation, people think, oh, but what would happen with this? What would happen with that? It's like, well, the devs can do whatever the heck they want, right? They could just give everyone a Sabrina and say, oh, it's in the new set now. Like, they could do literally anything to fix these sort of made up problems. No Cyrus means Zard only, because these Mega can heal a lot, especially Blaziken combo. Right? But why would... I don't understand the link between Cyrus needing to exist and Charizard being a thing. Anyway, let's take a look at the full arts, of course. Okay, some of them don't load. Okay, the Rillaboom's kind of nice. Growlithe we've seen. This Chandeler's kind of nice as well. One, the artwork's good, but also the effect looks good. Okay, it's a shame this Magikarp looks sick because it's just not the best. Ice Cube looks right. Hang on, you know what I can do actually now? I can probably just do this and then do this. There you go. Excuse me. Oh my lordy lord. Look at the boy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. They reprint Pokeball. Can I still use the golden? That's how it works in TCG. If the card does the same thing, you can do it. Magikarp is a nice failsafe for a baby Gyarados deck. I like it a bunch. But do you not think the problem with that Magikarp is you need to have 1,000,000 energy on it, and then it needs to be in the active. And while you're putting 1,000,000 energy on it, doesn't your opponent just like snipe it or Sabrina it? Tachiorio. Yeah, I just think here's my slight problem with rotation, right? Let's say next year, because everyone's like, oh no, we can't have rotation so soon. Well, what if next year they rotate out like 4 or 5 sets? It's probably not going to make any impact whatsoever. Right? That's going to be one of the problems, I think, is if in this game, because there's so many sets that come out a year, if you rotate too slowly, the rotation won't matter because it won't do anything. Yeah, Honchkrow just a lord. I expect nothing less. You can't see how I make sure that I'm human. Why did they think I'm not human? Which is why I see no rotations happening. Well, that's the opposite. I think they should do rotation sooner because it'll actually have some level of impact. Whereas if you wait another year or so, there won't be any impact whatsoever. So then it'll just be, it's just silly. Oh, Hydreigon. Oh my god. I can't even click on it, but Corviknight looks sick. Okay. Okay, the Stoutland looks kind of sick as well. The Stoutland looks kind of sick. See the person? With Stoutland on their lap? Okay, that's not... Ooh. Okay, these are pretty nice. Fighting... Oh my god, fighting all the bugs. King of the forest. Whimsicott. Ooh. Impact is adding usable cards in a 20 limit deck. I don't know what that means. Everyone will want this, probably. The Jolteon's pretty nice. Oh my, okay, the Mega Ampharos is kind of sick. Your top 3 Megas? There's barely any Megas, Mangarth. Oh, okay, indeed he's sick. Well, everyone likes Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan's pretty cool. Must be a weak punch if all you can do is punch a leaf. Wait, Mega Amph gives 2 points? What? I mean it gives 2 points. Oh no, ignore this. This is just taking the EX part. It gives 3 because it's a Mega. There's no reason why it would. Oh my lord. Okay, Mega Absol's kind of sick in the rainbow. This one hurts my eyes a little bit, but I do like it. Oh my... Mr. Fantastic, is that you? Mega Stretchy Melmetal? Mega Tauros. Sorry, Tauros EX. The new set is honestly mid. You think? I don't think that this set's mid. I think if there's one thing you can say about this set is that it's not mid. How is this set mid? That's crazy. Oh, wait, these are the immersives. The Gyarados is kind of sick. And the Altaria. The immersives are nice. Then we've got everyone's favorite, the shinies. Shiny Oricorio. Shiny Zeraora. No way. Shiny Pikachu, really? And then what have we got? Golden Lilligant. Golden Klefki. It's mid because it's called Mega Rising and it barely has any megas in it. Oh, okay. And then Flame Patch. There's honestly less than 30 cards you're going to play on ladder, let's be honest. I have no clue how many cards are going to be played on ladder. But I think like 1, 2, 3. 3 out of the 6 supporters are 100% going to be played. But the others are difficult because it's meta relevant. I think 1, maybe 2, 3, 4 of these cards are going to be played. Like, I think there's a lot of options in this set. But also, I will say, if like the attitude is every single card isn't playable, then card games are probably not for you. Because I think that's just not a thing. Grass didn't get much, yeah. With Cyrus missing, Zard also wouldn't exist. I'm confused with your link with Charizard with this. Yeah, so my view on this, and this is just opinion, so who cares, but if you don't think there are exciting cards in this set, then I don't know what you want from the game, if I'm being honest. Like, I genuinely don't know what you want the game to do. For me, though, so hang on, what have we got? We've got Mega Pinsir, Mega Blaziken, Mega Gyarados, Ampharos, Altaria, Absol, and that's it, right? I very much expect the mini set to have megas in as well. I hope for Mega Gengar and Alakazam. Sure, but again, it's unlikely that they're going to put all the megas in, right? So again, if your complaint is you didn't get the mega you wanted, that's fine, but also it's not like, I don't think it makes the set mid or anything like that, right? Like, I want Mega Blastoise, but it was unlikely. Does it not include the fan favorite megas? That's why I think at least the next mini set and maybe the next 2 mini sets will have megas in them. Will megas be in every set? I doubt it. I don't think megas are going to be a staple now. I think they'll be in the next 1 or 2 sets and then that's it. Clearly everyone wants Mega Starmie, yeah. I would think they're desperate for money since they fell off a bit. They'd had a ton of good megas. I don't know. This set, The problem is, right? Here's the way I think about it. If they added like 20 megas or 30 megas, I don't know, something silly, right? The whole game is just megas slapping each other, right? Like, is that fun? I'm glad they've added normal EXs. I was actually a bit worried that they were only going to add megas. If they only add megas, then the game becomes a bit one-dimensional, right? Because the problem with the megas is if you make everything a mega now, then like the game is just, oh, here's one Pokemon. If you knock it out, GG. And then like that's the whole game. But for me, water looks really good. Mainly, I mean, Greninja looks good. But mainly, like for me, Carcosta and Jellicent looks sick. I'm really looking forward to playing with these guys. And then Jolteon looks really good. I think Ampharos looks really good as well. Luxray seems busted. I can't wrap my head around Luxray being a card, but here we are. Like, Suicune Ninja will still be meta. Do you think with Luxray being a card? Like, I feel like this might just stop that being a thing. Luxray does 110 damage for 2 energy. And it has 130 HP. Like, this seems insane. like, this seems so strong. It's like Magnezone on steroids. Stage 2, though. The problem is, though, like, I don't know how much we can say Stage 2, though, when the best deck in the game has Stage 2 in it. You know what I mean? Like... So yeah, I think, like, Ampharos, Luxray, Jolteon all look really good. Obviously, I think Jolteon with the new Eevee is going to be incredible stage 1. Rampados basically does this for 1 energy. What makes Luxray stronger? Well, Luxray, you have Shinx and Luxio to start, right? Because if you start Shinx or Luxio, if you don't rare Candy, you're still hitting these water decks pretty hard, right? Also, this has free retreat, and this is in electric, which means getting hold of this energy whenever is super easy. Right? Like, super easy. Like, I could even see that there's worlds where you go, like, look at either of these starts, like Jolteon Luxray. Or, for example, even Raikou Luxray and stuff like that, right? It's all looking pretty good. Yeah, Raikou would fit as well. Yeah, because again, you can run like one Volkner if you want, maybe. But there's still all the other... Like, electric and energy is never a problem. And like, Raikou can draw more. You can run Jolteon to try and like expedite the whole kill them quick with the energy and so on. Like, I don't know. And they have access to Oricorio. I don't think Oricorio does anything. Honestly. Weirdly enough, I don't even think you'd bother playing Oricorio in something like that. But it depends on what the meta is, of course. Psychic, though. Like, how is that better than bench sniping Luxray? It's one less energy, isn't it? Like, Psychic looks super fun. Like, Chingling, just see. I like this. GG! Oh, maybe I can go back. Okay, I'm going to cheat the system. There we go. So, Chingling seems incredible. Meta easy, whole lot of Blaziken. I mean, I'll just play Chingling. Get to your Blaziken now. Poop faces. That's what I'd say. Cofagrius? Yeah. It's just... I don't know. The Psychic cards just seem sick. They seem so much fun. Like, I think Carbink's good. I think Klefki's really good. Chingling is obviously good. I think Dusknoir is kind of nutty as well. Like, 120 damage. I think Gothitelle is pretty sick as well. The Drifbloom might be interesting with the new supporter. I think Mega Altaria is not terrible. And then, yeah, and then we have Indeedee, which is just also very good. Right? I don't know. So Psychic, just off the bat, seems the most fun when you just look at these cards in a vacuum. I think Fighting kind of just got Hitmonlee. Which, although I do think Hitmonlee's good. Like, I do think Hitmonlee's good, though. Don't get me wrong. We've got the Haunch, which I can't wait to test out. Guys, I'm going to probably try and put Honchko in, like, everything. You mean Hitmonchan? Oh, did I say Hitmonlee? Sorry, yeah, Hitmonchan. Tomato, right? Like, Honchkrow seems really good. As well. Potentially. I think Hydreigon's good. For sure. Steel kind of got pooped on a little bit. Dragon kind of got pooped on a little bit, which is fine. Delcatty, I just don't know, but it might be worth thinking about. Surely Mega Lucario will be Hitmonchan's best teammate in a future set, maybe. Is everyone sleeping on Pinsir? No, I said Pinsir looks okay. The problem with Pinsir is when you open it. Right? Like, with Pinsir, if you can, like, baby or get to Pinsir well, great. But the second you have to start Pinsir, you're probably in trouble. Leaf exists. Sure, yeah. Like, again, don't get me wrong. If you're playing a game where everything goes well, great. But there are a good chunk of games where you're going to start Pinsir and you just lose, right? That's all. Like, I think Pinsir's fine. But there are those games where you will just lose. That's all. And that's fine. I actually think Dustox is kind of nice. Is Hitmonchan EX good? I think it's good, yeah. I'm gonna try Aegislash with both Skarms. Yeah, the problem is, like, getting to all... That's a lot of stuff to get to, right? Hitmonchan can't even knock out Eevee. You mean Eevee EX? This knocks out all the Eevees apart from the EX one. And even that, you only need a red, right? No. Wait. What Eevee? The new Eevee. Hang on. What? Oh, yeah, sorry. The EX won't do the 70, yeah. But what do you mean? It does knock out the new Eevee. The new Eevee can evolve on the same turn. Right. Assuming you can evolve it. No, look at the... Five, 0. 5, 0. Old Eevees. Sure, but if you're playing Hitmonchan, you're playing Giovanni's and stuff, right? But if cards aren't good because they don't knock out old Eevees, then most of the cards in the game suck, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think the new Hitmonchan's good. But also, let's just remember, guys, sometimes you play this Eevee and you don't have the evolution. Right? So this isn't automatically an evolution. But yeah, if you're playing Hitmonchan, you're running like Giovanni's at least in the deck. For sure. But also, I'm pretty sure, unless you're running a full Eevee deck, which is fair enough, you were running the new Eevee over the old one. Unless you're running a 4 Eevee deck, you're running this Eevee every time. Like, this is the new Eevee, guys. Unless you're running an Eevee deck, this is the one you run. Sylveon plus Oak, double ball, turn 1. Yeah, GG. Because the draw is still valuable from base Eevee in decks like Zard. But wouldn't you just run other things to draw with Zard now? Aren't there just better cards than Sylveon? Yeah, I think also there's worlds where you have Sylveon in hand and don't have the Eevee. So then you have to play the Eevee and wait a turn. Whereas here, you play the Eevee and then Sylveon instantly and draw. I think this is just better in pretty much every way. Or it's not better in every way. Oh, it's got less HP, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I understand why it's not strictly better in every way, but it's it's better enough that you run this first. This is the first Eevee you put in an Eevee deck. I think if you're putting Eevee in a deck, this is where you start. It's just, I think it's just too good. Yeah, I think Hitmonchan's good. You can insta-use all the abilities like Leafeon. Yeah. Also, it's better in Flareon, right? Because again, I played tons of Eevee stuff. The amount of times where you've got the evolution, but you've not got the Eevee, and then you draw the Eevee, then you've got to play the Eevee, then you've got to wait and hope your hand doesn't get shuffled back, then you've got to do the thing, right? Do you know how many total cards there are? 331, but I think that is including the alt arts as well. So is it what, high 200s? Wait, how is it better in Flareon? It's better in any deck that wants to use an ability. New Eevee does, no, I'm not on about turn one. I'm on about when you play Eevee decks, there's plenty of times where you have like a Flareon in hand, but you don't have an Eevee, right? To evolve it with. If you draw that Eevee, you can play it and then instantly play Flareon and then like use its ability, right? Whereas if you have another Eevee, you play the Eevee, then you've got to wait a turn, then you've got to do stuff. There's a lot of instances where that new Eevee is way better. 226. Okay, around that, yeah. High 200s. What do you think of Whale Lord? Don't forget Flame Patch. Yeah. Whale Lord with helmet. With heavy helmet. Starting Whalmer is rough. Yeah, you're liring the crap out of these cards, right? If you need it. But also, I think if you're playing Whale Lord, you're probably building a deck where you're happy for it to be the tank. So if you start Whalmer and Whale Lord, you just say, you know what? They have to hit through 200 HP. But you are probably running Lyra. I think it's a cool card though. How will these evolutions survive against Mega Blaziken? Chingling. It's Eevee Chingling. Well Lord Greninja, there you go, yeah. Well Lord Greninja EX. Easy McPeasy. I'm excited for Jellicent Carcosta though. Like Jellicent's got a good amount of health. Excuse me. Dust Noir seems super fun. Yeah. The cool thing about Dust Noir is Duskull is 50 HP. Right? Because then you can like pull, like you want to just pull this stuff. And also, what's nice, you might not end up running it, but Dusclops is like reasonable, right? Yeah, Dusclops is reasonable. Dust Noir is pretty decent. And even Ambush on the Duskull's not bad, right? Flip heads and you do 1 energy, deal 40. Not the worst. Honestly, as well, I'm just keep looking at Carbink. It seems pretty nice. Like, obviously not in every meta, but it's like a nice little opener sometimes. I'm just trying to think of all the ways to like. So okay, everyone's kind of decided, right? That Blaziken is the fear, right? So what are we expecting the Blaziken deck to be? Because I think that is really that's the tricky thing. 'Cause I'm not really sure what Blaziken is actually going to look like. Because until we know what the form of Blaziken is, we don't really know what to beat it with. Seven Pokemon. 2 Indeedee, 2 Torchic, 1 Combusken, 2 Mega Blaziken, 2 Ball, 2 Wait, 1 Lily? You only want to run 1 Lily? That seems crazy to me. I feel like if anything, you go like Lily, Potion or something. Entei Blaziken? I think the problem with the Indeedees is you're opening up options to win by dodging the Blaziken, right? Blaziken, Azurill, Lily. Okay, the Azurill's kind of funny. Cleffa Blaziken, yeah. You know what? Do we just beat Blaziken with Cursolia? Hang on, let me just close this for a second. Oh, actually, I could just do this, right? Oh! Oh, wait, I know what I've done. Yeah. Just to open some Pacoronos. Or should I even bother? Okay. Hang on, let's claim some stuff, guys, quick. Oh, I was at my friend's last night visiting the kids and stuff. And I let my godson open a pack. Opened Immersive Pikachu last night, guys. I was like, God, you lucky. I was happy though, because it was on my account. Ooh, 2 packs today. Which 2 stars do you have from the deluxe pack? I don't even know, actually. What don't you think it's gonna be tier S? I think it's really hard. I think Blaziken will be really popular. But I also think that people work out a way to beat it very quickly. Because it's potentially gonna be popular, but it's also gonna be very straightforward, right? We tried de-evolution Celebi, maybe. Yeah, I like the Ampharos. Ooh. Oh, apparently they confirmed as well, right? I saw something sort of confirming that the trading changes are coming in with this set. Which is awesome, obviously. So that's really good, yeah. That is the fact that trading's coming out with this set as well is like, man, it's so good. I wonder if there's like I wonder if there's like something really memey with Driftbloom Lair Lunala. I hope so. That would be really funny. Do you have all the cards of the set already? All the cards of this? The deluxe pack EX? No. It's in 20 hours till I'm my second full art oak. Nice. I think you guys said you're going to donate oaks to me, right? I think we agreed, didn't we? No? Maybe? Yes, everyone use !star to download Star Trek Fleet Command. It massively helps me out, and it pops up on screen too. Is there people hosting Pocket for IRL fights, or is it just live? You mean tournaments? I don't think there's any IRL Pocket tournaments. Okay, let's go back to here now. Hang on. Oh. Just the news about the lottery regarding the advance ticket. I've not, but is there anything to discuss? I don't know. Like, do you guys want me? Has anyone got a link? Wait, is it in game? Where's the post thing from? I think it's on Twitter, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there's something wrong with me or not. But I think everyone else in the world is way more upset about it than I am. Let me find it. Surely there's a post somewhere. I've got it. One sec. Wait. What? Oh, there we go. So basically, the advanced ticket, there's a lottery. There's 100 players are gonna get 1,200 hourglasses. 10,000 players are gonna get 120 hourglasses, which is 10 packs. And every other player is gonna get 2 packs worth of hourglasses. So, and hey Attica, what's up? So like, there's a lot of people that are like raging, but I just don't care. It's hilarious, but like, for me, it costs you nothing to get. You've not had to do anything with it, and now you're getting some free stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, people build. I've been saying this for ages. People built up the advance ticket too much. They wanted, like, I don't know, Willy Wonka to knock on the front door and say they're going to the Pokemon factory or something. Like, I don't know. Like, wait and see what it's for. Well, you could win 100 packs? Give everyone who has it 120 hourglasses and nobody would have been mad. They 100% would have been mad. They wanted the ticket to have them flown out on a private Pikachu jet to Japan to design the next Pokemon gen. A 2-star of our choice from a set would have been nice. $1 million in my bank account would have been nice as well, but I just don't. I don't know. Don't they give out 24 hourglasses every other day? Drops, events, etc. I think they've already done drops like once in a year, so I win the lottery, yeah. Free Japan trip, easy, yeah. I just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too, I don't know, old, washed, like whatever, unconcerned. But it's just, worst case, you get a couple of free packs. Best case, you get 100 free packs. Seems good. I don't know. I just feel like people actively want to be upset. I don't know. Unk mode. I don't know. I just is it just a random? As far as I'm aware, it is just a random, literal like sort of lottery. So it'll just pick 100 players randomly, then 10,000 players, and then all of the players, or you know whatever. I just don't know. I don't know what people. I don't know. Maybe the way to live is to expect nothing. Join me, everyone. Expect nothing. Don't care about it. It's all good. People are upset because everyone gets 24 even if they don't have the ticket. Third prize for ticket should have been 60. But you wouldn't have liked that if you didn't have a ticket. You know what I mean? It's like the only people are upset that other people get stuff, right? Is crazy. Right? People you don't know and will never meet or interact with get 2 Pokemon packs just like you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. No one had to do anything to get this advance ticket. How the hell do you even get the ticket? You got it just randomly on, was it on launch or whatever? Like, that was it. You had to do nothing. Like, it's just not a big deal. Right? It's just, I don't know. We had to trust a game enough. You had to install a game on your phone. That was the hard work you had to do. Watch Raven. Imagine if I win the big prize. Imagine, guys, if I win the big prize, I will say it was 100% skill. But the loyalty for starting with the game early and staying with it wasn't rewarded at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm just shit. I'm not sure. But for me, like, the what you've gained from starting the game early and sticking with it is a game you want to play and a lot of content. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not an official Pokemon content creator anymore. GG me. Just stupid to make an advance ticket worth 0. It's not worth 0 though. You literally gain something, potentially, right? It is 0, you don't need the ticket. So, but that's like saying a lottery ticket's worth 0. But if you win, it's worth a lot, right? I don't get it. Yeah, I would imagine they can just differentiate bots and stuff, but we'll see. What are the odds of winning? Who cares? Like, guys, it's just I don't know. I don't know. You guys have attached too much like emotion to a pixel. Like it's this advanced ticket. What's it gonna be? Oh, I'm gonna get a private masseuse from the Pokemon company to live in my house. You know, like I don't know. Like but here's what's crazy though. People are angry that they've decided to just give everyone 2 packs regardless. People are angry that they're giving free stuff to other people, and I don't understand. Like that it impacts 0 impact on your life. I'd rather keep. Can you even view the advance ticket in your account? Where is it? I literally don't even know. In items, we have an inventory. Is it in the menu? Oh, I've never looked. I don't think I've ever looked at this. All big in the gold. There we go. See, and this is what's crazy to me, right? You would rather keep the advance ticket, which is, if that happened, it would literally be worthless, than get some free packs. It's a souvenir. You 2 packs of souvenirs. There you go. Just take your 2 packs of souvenirs. Problem solved. Guys, I've got so much stuff. Look at this. Look at all my stuff. Who wants 2 packs, though? I feel like most people want packs. I feel like that's a pretty integral part of the game. Didn't even know I had an advance ticket. Exactly. Most people expect trade the ticket for random golds. Yeah, but that's because people have just made stuff up. Like I said, it's just like, oh, well, why didn't they send me a custom Pikachu car for the advance ticket, right? Like, people just randomly made stuff up and then got disappointed when it's not exactly what they want. I don't know. I just don't. Holy Wonder Glasses? Oh, yeah. I just feel like people want, like, I don't know. I think it's difficult where I guess I'm just wired differently, but I just don't care. I've said every single time I've been asked about the advance ticket over the past year, my answer is I just don't really care what it's for. I'm not bothered. It doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. Optic, thanks a lot for the resub. Raid, my brain. Optic, we're talking about the advance ticket. And it's so bad, my brain is melting. So yeah, for me, I just don't care about the advance ticket. I don't care that it's like only 2 packs or whatever minimum, and then maybe you get more. Like, great. I'm not getting a crown card of my choice with the advance ticket. Yeah. I hope your stream was good. What do you think of the new cards? If you've got time to respond. Dude, blue ball is that long and tells that it's a lottery ticket is wild. See, here's the thing. I wasn't blue balled because I just didn't care. But 1 year of what? None of you have had to do anything. It's not like I've been toiling away for a year. You did nothing to get it. You had to do nothing to keep it. And you're getting free stuff. Went through new cards on stream. There's plenty of fillers, but maybe it's a massive shift. Yeah, there's some really cool cards. I'm looking forward to trying Psychic out. Millions of games on the Play Store, and we trusted this game when it had no record. What does that even mean? Oh, I went wild and played a new Pokemon game. I've heard Pokemon games are really indie and, like, not successful. And, like, you know, and the thing is, you're still playing the game because it's good. If the game was terrible, we don't know if it's even good or expensive, but that doesn't mean anything. A new game comes out, you like the look of it, you install it, you play it. If it sucks ass, stop playing it. If it's good, keep playing it. Done. There's no like, oh, we've been taking some hits here, like the company owes us. We've seen that from now on, shiny Pokemon will be an additional 6th card. Oh, I haven't seen that, Rax. Do you have a link to where that's said, please? I've not seen that yet. How can I get in this lottery? I think we're all in the lottery. It's like, I think it's sort of like a Hunger Games style system. Okay, will someone else click on this? It's fine, I'll lock in. Need a new PC anyway. Very sweet. Oh, that's really good. So yeah, shinies are gonna act like baby Pokemon. Apparently shinies are gonna be like baby Pokemon. Which, hey guys, it's a great change, but who cares? Our free stuff wasn't enough stuff for us. There are way too many shinies in this set. At least they're fixing it though, right? Optic? Like they fixed it. They fixed the shiny problem. Done. Next. Right? Will that change apply to older sets? I'm not sure. It didn't look like there was like specific details like that. Now dark mode? Oh, yeah. I'm mad because they're taking my souvenir for nothing. At least give us 1 pack more. See, now I'm being rage baited. I'm being rage baited now. And you know what? I might just dive straight into it. I don't know. I might just head first. So what you're angry about is that other people you will never meet, never speak to, and don't know get the same amount of packs as you. I think that's something you should spend some time thinking about. It's fun for all of it. Yeah, I'm just taking the hits left, right, and center. And you know what? It is what it is. I wasn't gonna stream today. No, I'm mad that I had the advance ticket. But no. You just said at least give us 1 pack more. So you would be happier if you got 1 pack more than all the poopers that don't have the advance ticket, right? So that to me sounds like a large part of your annoyance is that people who didn't commit their lives to the game, or however you want to talk about it, didn't like get the same rewards as you. Yeah, everyone's so patient. I don't know. Look, guys, none of it matters because you know who's going to be in this first prize list? I honestly hope to God I win it. And not because I care about the packs as much, but just so I can laugh at everyone else in my stream. I'm gonna come in and be like, guys, imagine being such a noob that you only got 2 packs like all these other peasants. I can't. Oh, I hope it happens so much because you're all getting called peasants. 2 pack peasants. That's what you're getting called. 2 pack peasants is crazy. I mean, it's correct though, right? Guys, if not that happened, we won't be here, so we don't get bullied on purpose. Look, guys, you'd love it. You enjoy. I think you enjoy the abuse sometimes. I'm the ultimate peasant. I don't even have an advance ticket. That's okay. No, you're all peasants because even if you don't have the advance ticket, you get in 2 packs. So you're either a peasant with an advance ticket or a peasant without one. And let's be honest, it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Right, so tomorrow we're definitely going to play Jellicent, Caracosta, and maybe Greninja. I might try Ice Cube because this could be good. Amphi, Jolty, Luxie, and Dedenne. No, I'm joking about Dedenne, probably not. Psychic looks insane. Just the one I'm going to try out. Drift. We might do some Mimi Driftblim things. Chingling seems insanely strong. Cough, Goth, and Boff, I guess. Klefki looks really good. Indeedee looks really good. Hitmonchan looks good. Fighting kind of got pooped a little bit. Although there is a bit of a meme deck, guys. Right? This is my idea. You play Golurk, yeah? So reveal top 3 cards of your deck, the attack does 60 damage for each one, yeah? With a retreat of 3. You play Golurk, and you only play Golett. You mentioned this earlier, yeah? So you always start Golett, and you've got Golurk. You then just fill your deck with cards like Crocodile. 2 Crocodile, 2 Hippos, and fill most of your deck with that. And then you play, like, you know, the swap them out and stuff like that. So most of the cards in your deck are just random 3 retreat Pokemon. Right? You can run Hiker. You can run this one. Hang on. May. You can run stuff that like basically cycles stuff around, right? Probably Iono. Your idea, I basically said this to chat. Well, let's be honest. It kind of builds itself. But also, in case you don't know, anything that's said in chat, I own. That's how it works. Like, you've all basically signed a waiver. And we can run, like, heavy helmet and stuff as well, potentially. Also, I genuinely think Rapidash is quite good. I generally think Rapidash is quite good. Raven owns us. I'm a good owner, okay? And you know what? Hang on. There you go. They're not even giving us 1 pack. Yeah, they're giving you 2 packs. Okay, but I'm expensive. Please start. Oh no. High maintenance. Oh no. Not again. Honestly, I don't know about the draw till today, so I'm happy. So in exchange for money for food, I'm getting lick attacked. Is that the response? Yes. Reasonable. What a promise, yeah. The weird thing is, I think she'd do it. About to make 1 million alt accounts to get 2 free packs, and then you'd have 2 million packs. Outsourcing the job to your dogs? That sounds a-okay to me. Yeah, I think like Rapidash is kind of good. Helmet's gonna be busted. Well, here's what's cool though, right? The helmet's gonna be busted, or the tools are strong, but there's Klefki exists. I think Klefki is such a sick card. It's just a supporter in Pokemon form. I do wish Blame worked with this. Yeah, I bet you do. That'll be busted. Like, look at little Klefki. I will say as well, Klefki is one of the Pokemon I did not like when I first saw it. And not the card, but the Pokemon. It's grown on me though. I'm not gonna lie. Klefki only discards from active though. Oh sure, yeah. But it's like a lot of the time it's the active Pokemon you're really worried about. But you can run like 2 Klefkis and a Guzma. And then your opponent's just never gonna have tools ever again. Which is pretty good, right? Oh wait, I've got. Oh guys, I've done the worst thing possible. I need to speak to Amazon support, and I hate that I'm gonna have to do it because I know it's gonna be horrible. I have 2 Amazon accounts under the same email address. One of them I don't have the password to, but I can't recover it because it's trying to recover the password for my other account that's also under that email address. I don't know how this has happened. I don't know how I gained 2 Amazon accounts with 1 email address. So, yeah. Yeah. Guys, nothing will ever be worse than Twitch support bot saying, let me just put you through to someone who can help you. And they put me through to another bot with a different name. Like, that was one of the most unreal things that has ever happened to me. In my 36 years of life, a bot putting me through to another bot broke me mentally and emotionally. Like, can you believe that happened? And that was Twitch. Can you change your address? Ooh, me. Yeah, you know what you're talking about. I might try that later. That might be a good idea. I'm gonna try that. Look at the haunch, though. Look at Lord Haunch. Yeah, can you imagine? Oh, it doesn't, Atty. It doesn't. Like, Twitch partner, when back in the olden days, if you're a Twitch partner, you had a manager. It was literally a person that you could email or speak to regarding, you know, problems or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now, oh no. Getting a human to respond, that is like playing life on hard mode. I kept asking the bots, like, can you just get me a human? Like, oh, I'll just put you through to someone who can help. It's just another bot, and they just changed the name of the bot. They just changed. That's it. That's what got me. The bot had a different name. Imagine, oh, hi, I'm Ronald. How's it going? I'm definitely not a bot, Kappa. Oh, can I speak to a human, please? Let me just put you through to someone who can help. Hi, I'm Jessica. What can I possibly do for you? And it's like, you've just changed your name. Like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? What pack? Oh, yeah. You know what? I've not looked at packs. Right. This is Blaziken. I know Bangers is going to open this one. Wait a minute. Okay, this has to be wrong. I clicked the Blaziken. Did I click the Blaziken pack? No. Okay, I misclicked. Okay, this is the Blaziken pack. Apologies. Scoop boop ba doop ba doop doo doop ba doop ba doo. The Blaziken pack has Rapidash and Blaziken in it. Luxray. Cloppington. Jingling. Hitmon. Okay. Hold. Gyarados. Wellmon. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. The Gyarados pack looks sick. What? Wait, if that's the Gyarados pack, what's in Altaria? Ampharos. Altaria, of course. Wait, isn't the Gyarados pack just S tier? Gyarados has Gyarados, believe it or not, Carcosta, Jellisanto, Granindro, Jolteo. It's still everything has Chingling in it by looks things. Clefkio, Honchkrow, Absol Mega, Hydreigon, I think it's probably the dose, right? You give a sight. Yeah, this is the same. Blaziken, Gyarados, Altaria. Wait, what? Blaziken has Blaziken and Rapidash. Hitmon. Drag. You think Blaziken's better than the Gyarados? I saw May in there. Wait. May's there. Okay. But like the thing is, you don't open a pack for one supporter, right? Here we have Copycat and Marloon. Copycat's gonna be good. And then Altaria is... I've gone wrong here, and Fantina and Lycia. I think Gyarados is still the best. Because Copycat's going to be a very good card, by the way, guys. I'm pretty sure Copycat's going to be sick. For a supporter like May, I definitely will. But why wouldn't you just craft May and open the other pack? If you're opening the pack for, like, basically one supporter, isn't it just strictly better to, like, craft the supporter? Because the other supporter sucks, right? I will say, the, hang on, let me click off this. The full art supporters aren't exactly popping off this time. Is Lycia the best one? Like, May's fine. I guess Fantina's pretty cool. But, like, this one, to me, doesn't look mind-blowing. Hala and Marion are, like, you know, okay. I think Lycia's cool, though. Forgot crafting was a thing. I'm a peasant. Well, peasants forget things. It makes sense. I'm opening for Prank Spinner. Yeah, Prank Spinner's crazy. Hey, Taylor. How's it going? What up? Yeah, opening for Prank Spinner is just diabolical behavior. Alicia works with the new Eevee. Correct. It's one of the reasons why I was saying, like, the new Eevee is just... It's just the Eevee, basically. I'm trying to work out if there's some, like... It's never right. I'm trying to work out if there's, like, Drifblim, Giratina, Lunara, and you just meme. Which card will be the card we all hate in a couple of weeks? Rare Candy. Do we get confirmation of Shines being a set? Yes. I think a card like Eevee might be a bit of a hatred one. Funnily enough, I think the cards people are going to potentially be the most angry about are Mars and Red card. Because people are going to do, like, Mars or Red card and then do, like, a discard from your opponent's hand effect. Let's do... Especially with the new 25... With the 25 new card limit? What do you mean? Are we just saying words? It's 25 deck slots, yeah. What the most interesting card? Yeah, okay, now that... Yeah, sure. Most interesting card. Okay, it's hard to pick one. You can pick a few. Okay, so I'll pick a few. Grass might be a pass. Although, okay, Whimsicott is good, right? I think Whimsicott is kind of cool. It's just meta dependent, right? But I do think this card is cool. So Whimsicott, Chandelier / Rapidash. In water, it's easily Jellicent Carcosta. And weirdly enough, Frogadier. But yeah, mainly Jellicent Carcosta, for sure. Jolteon, 100%. Because I want to see Jolteon in action. Can we remove deck slots? There's zero reason we can't have as many as they want. I don't think that's true at all. There's 100% a reason you can't have unlimited deck slots. I think Luxray is going to be strong, essentially. And then in Psychic, I mean, I love most of Psychic, honestly. I kind of like Drift. I like Dusknoir. Chingling, I think, is going to be really good. I think Chingling's going to be really good. I can even see something, weirdly enough, like Baby's Blaziken, and it's like 2 Chinglings, 2 Cleffers, and then the Blaziken stuff at EX. Mega words. Because I just think if you've got Chingling and you go first, and you hit Jingly Noise, your opponent's not Pokeballing, not going to rare candy. Their Pokemon probably isn't one-shotting Chingling. So then you do it again the turn after. They can't X-Speed. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it seems so good. I do like Klefki as well. Gothitelle, also, I'm going to be messing around with Gothitelle because I think this could be really strong as well. Like, Gothitelle with, ooh. This could be like Gothitelle, Bennett, Team Rocket Grunt. Which would be interesting. Fighting, I do want to check out Hitmonchan, but the problem is everything else looks meh. Honestly. So, yeah. Honchkrow, I'm going to try in everything. Because I love Honchkrow, but again, meta dependent. I really like Hydreigon. I think Hydreigon could be really good. Pass on Steel, pass on Dragon. The Eevee, obviously, if you're playing an Eevee deck, you're playing this Eevee. Yeah, there you go. They're the Pokemon. Hydreigon and Tyranitar. There's Hydreigon, Tyranitar, but there's also just other stuff where, like, even like Hydreigon and like Dawn, like, what does that do? Or does that open up anything? And also, there's just the element of Hydreigon and just have a 130 damager, which is also a bit scary. So yeah, I think there's a lot of ways you can go because it's sort of ramp, but it's also sort of a Rampardos, right? So it's got a lot of things you can play around with. I'm not sure what that ends up looking like, but it's interesting. Yeah, fighting, I don't know. The only thing fighting has now, to an extent, it works on bench, yeah. It's just once per turn. Once during your turn, you may take 2 energy from your energy zone, attach this Pokemon, deal 30. So it can be effective from bench, yeah, exactly. The only thing I'd say about fighting not having ramp is it does kind of have like an absolutely sick tank now. If you start Hitmonchan EX, put 1 energy on it, and then all your turns after that are just stacking energy on the back, like, it's something. Now, how good is that something? I don't know. But I also think it's really hard to judge because we've got these new... I think some of the best things are the new supporter cards. I think Lycia, Copycat, and May are so sick. I think they're such cool cards. Because it's all card draw or search in like very specific ways. Archeops can be fun. Well, I thought it could be good because I thought it's... Just punch my mic. I thought it stacked. Can you explain the effect of the attack? Wait, what attack? Hitmon? Oh, weakness just doesn't work. So if you punched a normal type, it still just does 50. Whereas normally normal's weak to fighting. If you punched an Eevee, it's still doing 50 damage. It's not doing 70. So it just does it basically without Giovanni, Red, whatever. It's doing 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Yeah. I think it's still very good. If you go in second, Hitmonchan's kind of nutty. Because like, look at the Mimic here with like Sand Slash, and there's been stuff like Primate where it's 1 energy deal 50, but you had to evolve, right? Otherwise, with Red, it would 1-hit EVX, correct? Yeah. I think that will change with these new cards. I think we'll see Suicune everywhere. I don't know, because genuinely, I think Suicune can get pushed out because of Jolteon. I think Jolteon and Luxray, and arguably Chinglish as well. Chingling. That does Jingly. I'm gonna get so confused. Chingling with the thing, with the baby. I think that it'll get pushed out because look at Jolteon, right? And then look at the Giratina. The Giratina's going to take 20 every time, right? This does work on Giratina, I think. It pulls it from the energy zone. The Suicune or Froakie or whatever will take damage every time it has the energy. And then also, this is only 2 energy deal 80. With Zeraora and energy elemental switch, you also can just Mac Bolt for 100. And they would have taken 20 or whatever. And you know what I mean? There's just like, I think Jolteon, Eevee, Zeraora or something with hold. With May is gonna be insane. You can have like Pichu, you can have like Eevees, Pichu, or you could even put Sylveons maybe in that list if you want to run multiple Eevees. You can go Raikou, Jolteon. You can do all sorts of things. So I think that's gonna. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but I feel like the standard Suicune list just gets rinsed a little bit. And that's without even talking about like Luxray, which can be a bit crazy as well. And then there's stuff like ramp into Mega Gyarados, which can be pretty dangerous too. So yeah, I don't know. I'm what I will say is I feel like the I feel like this set looks good enough that I think I'm fairly sure the meta will change a lot. Because when we're talking about this as well, I've barely talked about these cards with the other cards, right? We sort of touched on like you probably put a Greninja EX in with the Giratina list and stuff like that, but we've not overly spoken apart from babies, I guess, about other things. Like, of course, like Nuggy's gonna try every single card with Gengar. Yeah, like it's gonna be interesting. You know me well, yeah. I mean, Indeedee Gengar is something to at least consider, right? Like what? Indeedee, Giratina, Gengar? There you go. I'm giving you free stuff here. Something to consider. I seriously doubt Suicune can beat Mega Blaziken, even with the type advantage. I think it's super hard to say, because I just don't know what the Blaziken decks are actually going to look like. It's going to be interesting. Any Poison Burn Love in this set? Kind of. Well, I think this card's good. Is it going to be played? Probably not, but this stage 2, 130 HP, deals 60, and you can choose between Poison and Confusion. So you probably Poison first, unless you need them to, you want them to miss the next attack, and then go Confusion. It's not horrible, but there's nothing too crazy. Oh, and there's the dark, there's Draglag. Two Ages slash Mewtwo can do 210. Yeah, I think the problem with Aegislash is it's... I think my thought is why would you play Aegislash if you can play Greninja? Unless you're playing a steel deck, right? Because wouldn't Greninjas just be better than Aegislash? I think Mega Altaria Age is not too bad. That could be okay, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think Aegislash, generally speaking, you're never attacking with it, right? And you need Leafs in that deck. Whereas, if you're never attacking with it, Greninja's probably just better because, yes, Aegislash adds 30, but it's only to the attacks. Whereas Greninja can just 20 whatever it wants. 6 cards to get plus 30. It'll be plus 60, right? Is it double 50? I think it is. Oh no, the Honedge is 60. No, it's 60 HP, so that's a bit worse. But you'd run May, right? Oh, you mean because of Lycia for the 50 HP? Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I've been pointing out basically like every 50 HP Pokemon. Obviously, Eevee's a big one. But then when you go down like obviously the babies all get pulled. And then Duskull gets pulled, which I think is pretty good. I think there is a 50 HP Mischievous, I think, as well. Joltix, anyone? Joltik, the original kind of baby. Dynamo, exactly. There isn't a 50 HP Froakie, though, right? Which is good. Oh, you can draw your Carps easier as well, which is probably a big deal, right? Because again, in these decks, you might be quite likely to run babies and Magikarp. So suddenly, Lycia's like, draw your basics. It's like better. It's not okay. It's not better than Pokeball, but in that deck, it's arguably better than Pokeball, right? Like, maybe it is better than Pokeball. If you run in Magikarp, Babies, and Gyarados, Lycia draws you 2. Pokeball draws you 1. And you could open up the card slots for something else. Doesn't seem bad. Cursor versus... Oh, we're definitely going to throw Cursola in there. Some of these Psychic decks we're going to try. One cheeky Cursola, because why not, right? Why not? Just one cheeky Cursola in there. And that's the sort of thing where you can cash in on certain builds, right? For example, if Blaziken ends up going like Babies Blaziken, then Cursola's a bit of a threat, because it's very likely that the Blaziken has to knock out a Cursola, right? Like, it's pretty likely that it's got to be the Blaziken that does it. Dusknoir plus Mega Pinsir. Wait, what? Oh, you mean the other Dusknoir? Is it worth to risk Cursola or go Oricorio? You don't win the Oricorio fight, though. You lose with Oricorio. Right? Versus Blaziken. Yeah, against Blaziken. Yeah, obviously, like, I'm just talking about Blaziken specifically at that point, but yeah. Plethki doing 40-70 plus this, yeah. Yeah, and the problem is as well, is like, memes aside, Squirt Bottle probably doesn't do anything, right? Even against Blaziken, because it's likely to run Ramp or Patch, and then unless you can like Squirt. Oh, wait, hang on, guys. Sorry, I'm checking Pokemon now. I need to check and look at things. Hang on. Oh god, I've got quests. I want to check. Is there like a weird thing you can do with just go absolute maximum discard and then have like Banette? Let me search Banette. Oh, it wouldn't work as well. God damn it. It wouldn't work as well because Banette's energy zone only and the patch goes from discard. I just can't wait to play with this. I just can't believe how good I think this is gonna be. Like, this just seems so strong. I don't know. If you go first and you start Chingling, like, I don't know. I feel like your win rate to block Rare Candy, to block Pokeball, to drop Airplock X Speed. Yeah. Is this the only baby? In this set, it might be, yeah. Oh, yeah, fossils are items, right? So it would block... Wait, would it block a fossil? Yeah, because they play it, right? Yeah, it blocks fossils. That's hilarious. I really don't see it stalling for more than one turn. It's very likely to stall 2 turns if you go first, right? If you go first, Jingly Noise. it's unlikely it gets knocked out on their turn, and then you Jingly Noise again. 2 turns of no Pokeball, no rare candy is insane. Right? Surely? Like the first turn, no Pokeballs or X speeds if they get stuck or stuff like that. And then the second turn, no rare candy. I think that's quite strong, right? Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that's quite strong. Also, if you're playing a baby's deck, you probably want to start with like a ramp baby, then turn 2 when they've maybe, you know, when they can rare candy, you swap in Chingling and go Noise. That's if the opponent has those cards in hand. But there's only 20 cards in the deck. I think you have 5 cards in your starting hand. And if they don't have those cards in hand, you're kind of happy anyway, no? Very weak to Eevee. Wait. Very weak to Eevee? Yeah, for me, if they've not got any of those cards in the first couple of turns of the game, you're having a great game anyway, so who cares? Oh, do you mean Eevee EX? Oh, sure. I mean, yeah, it's weak to things that kill it, for sure. But there isn't that many things, right? Look at all the decks that play babies. It's not that often that the babies are just getting smashed like first attempt, right? They normally get to go twice. I just think this is really strong. Like, I don't know. Not every deck's going to be a good matchup. Oh, of course. But for example, if people are running Pokeballs, that's still a pretty good baby, right? It stops Flame Patch as well, which could be a big deal. Like, let me look at the items in the game. Hang on. Oh, God. Is it gonna... Hang on. I can filter, right? Item. So, no Poke Flute. Big deal. I'll try and find there. So, it blocks Repel. It blocks Eevee Bags, which might be big, right? It blocks Elemental Switch, Squirt Bottle, Rare Candy, Pokecoms, Potion, X Speed, Red Card, Pokeball, and then other ones. So at the moment, no Red Card, no Pokeball, no X Speed, no Pokecoms, no Potion, no Rare Candy, no Elemental Switch, no Eevee Bag, no Squirt Bottle, no Repel. And it deals 10 damage. But I don't know, that seems good enough to me. Beware Squirt Bottle users? I mean, if Blaziken's that good, maybe people will try it, who knows. Oh, and then obviously it'll block, like, the, Flame Patch, which is here. It blocks Fossils. It blocks Hammer and Prank Spinner. Do all these items matter so much in the first 2 turns? How many times have you Pokeballed on turn 1? To draw your basics. On your turn 1, I mean, not literally turn 1. And then how many times do you really hope against hope that on your opponent's second turn, they don't Rare Candy Evolve? Because if you look at decks, like decks with Greninja, with Charizard, basically anything that runs Rare Candy, Garchomp, all these Rampados, you always want them to, like, please no Rare Candy, please no Rare Candy, please no Rare Candy. Yeah, and you don't get red carded, which is another thing, right? Like, and if you're not getting red carded, you could say, oh, well, they'll just Mars you. And it's like, well, if they Mars you, they aren't playing Professor's Research or anything like that, right? Like, imagine if I said to you, this game, you can't play Pokeballs or Rare Candy for the first 2 turns of the game. 2 metas ago? Hmm? Wait, what's 2 metas ago? Chingling would be. Do you guys not think Chingling is good against Suicune Greninja? I'm so confused. I would love going first Chingling against Suicune Greninja. You reduce the chances of them drawing Froakie or Suicune or Giratina. You reduce the chances of them getting or able to actually rare candy their Greninja, which is, I would say, probably the highest win rate for their deck easily is when they rare candy Greninja on curve. You just stop that. Like, what? Are we playing the same game? I don't know. I feel like the Chingling is very meta relevant right now. And let Suicune keep drawing cards. What are you doing to stop Suicune drawing cards anyway? Like, what deck is stopping Suicune drawing cards for the first 2 turns of the game? Right, nothing, right? Make this IRL eat Suicune card. I feel like this is turned into some dystopian thing of like you just wanting me to do weird things on stream. Yeah, I think, look, this is all predictions, right? But this is what I'm basing this on. 1, I'm pretty good at this game, okay? 2, this card pretty much exists in Pokemon TCG, and it's incredible, right? Which doesn't mean it's going to be good here. However, that's something that's worthwhile. But also, I think if you don't think this card's going to be good, it might just be you have to play with it. Well, I said 2 metas ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking even just about the Froakie, the Greninja Suicune matchup. Against the best deck in the game, I would play this card right now, which is current meta. I mean to. Also now, we need to eat a Suicune subcard. Got. I could eat. I could find a cake that has Suicune on it and eat it maybe. Or I make the sub go really big. But guys, just in case you don't know, I'm on the front page of Twitch tomorrow morning. Like basically, I'll be on this time and earlier. We'll be opening all the new packs, and I may, as long as things get delivered today, be dressed up for Halloween, for Pokemon Halloween. Okay? Just saying. Is rank really 1 month away? I think that's an error, Nuggy, but I guess we just have to wait and see. Spoil the cosplay? The cosplay is not that good though, guys. It's the lightest cosplay ever. So don't get your hopes up. The cosplay is Mega Starmie. No, I'm joking, it's not. Spoiler, it's 1 red hat. Putting on some powder to be a vampire? No, just some glitter to be a vampire. It's actually just the glitter. I really hope we don't get full-on Mega Blaziken EX meta. If that happens, I will dedicate my life to beating Blaziken. Mega Starmie, are we riot? I've not got the legs for it, Attica. What'll happen with pack points from the deluxe pack tomorrow? You won't be able to spend them till a new deluxe pack appears, I guess. We've seen a secret ticket reveal. It's a lottery and almost everyone will just get 2 packs worth of hourglasses. We spent a while talking about this, Duke. And talk about how everyone's baby raging about something that doesn't matter. Oh, do you guys want to know what it is? Because it might not even get delivered. And it's nothing good, right? I feel like I've overhyped it now. It's not good. It's just Team Rocket Raven. It's just Team Rocket Raven, okay? Hat, Team Rocket top, and a Pokeball. Nice and simple. But it's the black Team Rocket gear. It's not Jesse James. Didn't have time to get a wig. Imagine if it was Jesse. Imagine if that was the thing. That'd be so funny. With a full wig. Mega Starmie though? Maybe next year. Mr. P on the new haunch. I think new haunch is cool. I think it's very cool. Obviously meta dependent, but I love that it's neutral. I love that it's like a colorless energy. So you can just try it in whatever you fancy trying it in, right? And he looks like he's posing after a victory, which I respect. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool cards. I'm excited to try them out. And like I said, I've been looking at these in mostly a vacuum. I'm not even thinking about like, oh, what happens when you mix and match this? Although apparently, guys, no one is very secretive. And the worst part is I have friends who are at this event, right? But there's this New York thing tonight, isn't there? There's like a super secret New York thing going on. And I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is because, like, is it like a influencer tournament? Are they actually going to announce stuff? Is it just like a we can play with the new cards early event for them? Is it just pack openings or something with the new cards? Like, what is it? I need to know. I'm interested. Although I'll probably be in bed. But yeah, I don't know. A tricky one, isn't it? I genuinely have no clue what it is. Hopefully, it's an event where they announce rotation. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be dandy? Is that event today? It's I don't know what time it is, but well, one, it's in New York, so it wouldn't be for a while yet anyway, because it's only 11:30 for me. But it will be, I'm guessing, either late in the evening for me or just in the normal evening. It's in the afternoon in New York or something. Yeah, so Spraggles is there, and I think Lunity's there as well. So something's going on, and they've got their banners up in Times Square or whatever, and like they've been flown out to New York. So I imagine it's not something pitiful, right? Because you wouldn't fly X amount of influencers out for something rubbish. You would assume, right? So yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't even know what time it is. As far as I'm aware, other than the content creators posting that they've gone, there's no information. There's like no information. So yeah, I have no clue what it is. I'm very interested to see. 'Cause it's like kind of the first event that they will have done, right? Now it's a new game mode. I hope we don't get any new game modes as content. The only one I would accept is like a gym leader format for like basically Highlander. Imagine if it's just for the lottery. Oh, I'd love that. I'd love if it was just for the lottery. 1 year celebration. Yeah, but what does that mean, right? I see a form of draft arena mode. I think draft arena mode would suck ass. Like, how do you do draft arena mode? Wouldn't it be rubbish? Like, how would it work? Oh, I got offered Whimsicott, so I've got to play grass now. And then it's, well, now I only have about 4 more choices and my deck's done. You'd have to choose a type. Sure, but then also, if you got offered the evolution, you'd have to have the previous form, right? So then suddenly, you could like, you probably draft like 6 times total. And then your deck's just, oh, Whimsicott and Shiftry. And then your opponent gets Charizard, and you're like, I lost. You know what I mean? It's like, the game's not complex enough for draft to be even remotely fun. A mode with only pre-built decks would be cool. Yeah, that also sounds a bit rough. I think the problem, like, I would like, the only deck building mode I would like is Highlander, but even that's broken. You just go Giratina, Darkrai, one of each. GG, right? Pre-built, but it's randomized. But here's the problem. I feel like sometimes we don't think this through. When you want randomized stuff, you're gonna, because of the way this game works, you'll queue, you'll throw out your Petlil, they'll throw out the Hitmonchan EX, and you'll just lose. Right? Like, I don't know. Like, is this just, am I being negative? Maybe. But isn't that what would happen? If with any drafting or random, like already in Hearthstone, people build like mega decks in drafting. People sell decks and stuff in Hearthstone, right? Would make the people complain about meta decks be quiet. I don't think we should try and solve problems by introducing more problems. Maybe some more challenging solo content. I don't think any solo content's challenging though. I don't think they could design challenging solo content. I don't think that can exist. Cool auto battler would work wonders. Isn't that just a different game though? You know, you know what I think's better content, right? I think better content is stuff like achievements and unlockable things by doing X, Y, and Z. I think that's better content for people. Like, you could have titles, stuff like Rocket, so I could be like Rocket Grunt Raven, and it's discard X amount of energy with Team Rocket Grunt in games or something. You know, stuff like that, right? So you can have goals for people that aren't just climb ladder if people don't like climbing the ladder. Problem with tournaments today is that you need to go to Limitless and spend X amount of hours in it in a row. With some client asynchronous tournament, it would solve that issue for me. But an asynchronous tournament isn't really a tournament, is it? Right? It's like, how would that even work? Shadow versus Star tournament mode? Oh, sure, but that's in like a fixed time, right? Like that's not really a like that's as loosey goosey a tournament as you're ever gonna get, right? That's so close to like not being a tournament. Unless you mean the weekend ones. Asynchronous like the Bazaar, but the Bazaar's a PvE game, right? You're not even playing against people in the Bazaar. And that wouldn't work here. Like, you can't tell me if I play a deck, someone queues into me and the AI takes control of my deck. Like, that sounds horrible, right? Like, I think actually the Bazaar failed, at least in my eyes, because the game isn't PvP. Like, I think any PvE style content is fine, but if your game is a PvE game, and I think this isn't a PvE game. Was a mix of PvE and PvP? No, not really, because the only PvP element is that it just took builds that other people made and then threw them against you. But there's nothing to know that you made the build or not. Does that make sense? Like, if they revealed now, oh, actually, none of the builds were player builds, they were all just builds that we made up, nothing about the game would change, right? It would be the gameplay for the player would be exactly the same. So really, it's just a PvE game, and the whole game is you just building your own little board. Because also, you don't know who your opponents are, so it also means that you can't even prepare for the opponents. They can make a gym circuit for PvE that gets reset every season. You try and get all 8 badges. The problem with that is people would do that in like 20 minutes and then it's done. Then people would complain that it's too easy. But you can't make PvE in this game hard. How do Megas work? Megas work just like a normal Pokemon. It's just they're worth 3 points. They evolve normally as a non-Mega version of them would evolve. Like, no PvE in this game is ever going to be hard in a relevant way, right? So, for me, the way I view it is PvE, like adding more PvE in this game does nothing, right? This is just from my view. Because it's never going to be hard. It's never going to be like, oh, I've got to think about this. So, no. So, I think for me, they can add titles, rewards. Like, for example, right? This is completely just off the top. Let's do an example, yeah? What if you won X amount of games with Mega Blaziken, you got a special art Blaziken? Right? You unlocked like a new alternate art Blaziken, Mega Blaziken, right? Or like, and maybe a title. You know, something like that, right? Like, what if they did that? Like, that, I think that is content that people actually want because they get rewards. They have clear, like, things to achieve. It would make them play X amount of different things. But it's actually relevant because you have to win versus other people, right? And you get like a cosmetic for it that not everyone will have, right? Like, for me, that sort of stuff is the best stuff they could add because it keeps the PvP going. It gives people all these goals, maybe, and they can add more as time goes on, right? And like they give, oh, well, Dusknoir's my favorite Pokemon. If I win 200 games with Dusknoir, I get this alternate art that shows everyone I won 200 games with Dusknoir. And not everyone's going to do that. Not everyone's going to have that. Or everyone might have it, but much later. so on. So it's like the gold portraits in Hearthstone. Obviously less impactful now, but getting to like what was it? The gold portraits like 500 wins or whatever it was. Like 500 wins, seeing people with gold portraits, especially early on, people were like, "Oh damn!" Like they play warrior a lot because you needed like 500 wins and so on. I disagree with the statement that PvE content in this game can't be made hard. You always come up with settings that are genuinely hard. But like, what's hard, right? Because the problem with hard in a game like this is hard normally means bigger numbers or rules to make it like awkward for you. But there must be a way to clear it. And because the game is so simple, all you need to do is find the way to clear it, probably on the internet, and then you just copy it and it's done. Right? At least that's the way I see it anyway. In a card game, do you really want to play against AI? I mean, some people do, right? But it depends what you mean by card game as well. But like, how do you make the game hard? So you make an opponent is a Mewtwo, and instead of 150 health, they have 300 health. Is that hard? Or is that run a dark deck? You know what I mean, right? Like, it's that sort of thing of like, can this game in PvE be hard? Or is it just, oh, they're running this, so run that. Or it has this HP. Oh, well, basically, just reset until you get this opener and then you can beat it. Right? Or just keep playing until you get the good hand or lucky coin flips. That's what I mean, right? Like, that's why I'm saying you can make it harder. You can give Mewtwo 10,000 health, right? Hey, the game's harder. But is it like relevantly hard? Because they'll never do that, obviously. They have to make it beatable. And if it's beatable, because the game's mechanics are fairly simple, the way to beat it is probably fairly simple. Like, look at all the extra challenges in the PvE. It's like, oh, win with only 3 diamond Pokemon or less. Like, well, that's not hard, because all you do is find the 3 diamond Pokemon or less that do best against it, and then queue it until you've won. Because that has to work. If it doesn't work, they've designed an unbeatable mode, right? And that's why I'm saying, in this game, PvE is like irrelevant in difficulty. Whereas if you look at something like Slay the Spire is a PvE card game. It's also a deck builder that has all these intricate things that can go on. And it has the RNG of what you face against to an extent, right? So is that my point? You can always make it hard. The question is if it's also fun. Right, but then we're just picking at specific things I'm saying, right? When you understand what I mean, right? When I say the game can't be hard, it's like, as long as it's clearable, because then it goes beyond. If you give Mewtwo 10,000 health, that's not hard. It's undoable, right? But like, if it's clearable, then it's not hard, because you'll just keep jamming it until you clear it. It's like all the PvE content in the game already. Even if you fail, Q, hope it goes a bit better for you this time. Q. Like, it's not difficult. You're not pulling off any skills. You just keep pressing the button until you win. It's like saying like slots is hard or whatever, or like a roulette is hard. It's like, well, you just throw the thing in until you win. So PvE doesn't thingy. A solution existing means it's easy. In this game, yeah, it does. Right? Like, look at this, right? Look at the PvE. Right, let's go here. So, I've definitely clicked the wrong thing. So let's say this PvE match, right? Oh, well, clicking beginners probably wasn't the best. You pick one of these. Let's imagine this Lugia has 10,000 health. That's impossible to win. So that's not hard. It's just impossible. If this has 400 health, and obviously we've been told that it's doable, you just find, oh, weakness electric. I'll put electric Pokemon in. I'll put Oricorio in. And then you just play. Oh, we lost that one because of RNG. Okay, replay. Okay, replay. Okay, replay. Okay, replay. Oh, we've done it. Done. Right? That's not hard. One deck only, all 8 gym leaders and their gym trainers. Gauntlet style. You lose. But again, that's not hard, right, Wachi? Because all that'll happen is that actually sounds easier to an extent, because that sounds like it would be Giga RNG. But what else can be done? Isn't that how all hard tasks are resolved? Trial and error? Yes and no, right? Because if doing a backflip is hard, but there's like an element of I need the ability to do that or to learn to do that. This game is too simple to make it difficult. You only have like 2 or 3 options per turn, and most of them it's super obvious what the option is. And then there's elements of RNG, which means, oh, well, it didn't work, I'll just re-queue and wait till the RNG favors me. I'll play Jolteon and wait till I flip 4 heads. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's not a difficult game. That's just press the button, go until it's done. Could set up a bot to clear it, right? Whereas, for example, a different card game, look at Hearthstone. Arena, doing really good at Hearthstone Arena is hard because you have to be good at drafting, then you have to pilot the decks, and then you do need some like decent runs, right? You know, you do need like a little bit, everyone needs a little bit of luck now and again, but you need to like draft the deck as well as you can based on all the variables of those options you've got. Then you have to play these games out of different matchups and have the knowledge of what your opponents can have and are likely to have picked. You've got to execute the deck well, and then you need to get the bit of like good run or beat some tough matchups and so on and so on. Whereas my point is, I think this game is too simple to create engaging PvE content. Because so far, none of this PvE content's even been remotely engaging. And I think if there was good ways to make the content better, they would have. There's a reason there's an autoplay in the PvE, right? Well, I think any game that has an autoplay for their content is not hard. Me using autoplay to farm something that's like the peasant I am. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, right? Oakzard plus autoplay equals That's kind of what I mean, though, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, I'd love some cool content, but I just think the content should be PvP focused, should be almost achievement focused, and things like that. But like, the problem is like the asynchronous thing is kind of just like the win streak events or whatever, which is fine, but that's really just ranked with a bell on it or something, for me at least. And not you all don't have to agree with me, by the way. I'm just telling you what I think, but I just think that unlockables, goals, sort of achievements wise, like, oh, you get a cool title and a special portrait if you win, I don't know, 1,000 games with psychic energy. You become, you know, Master Psyker or something. I don't know. But stuff like that, I think people would like and engage with way more than, oh, here's this kind of meme mode that's on now and again. So, like, I think that would be more interesting and a bit more thingy. You could be in a league, bring multiple decks to try and counter other people's decks. Sure, but I think that is way beyond the scope of like, because here's the problem as well, right? If you're in a league or whatever, how many people are in that? If it's thousands, then it doesn't really matter, right? But if it's a smaller one, then you still need to find a time to play versus them. So that's awkward sometimes. And then if it's gonna let you, if you're gonna let the AI take over their deck, so you can play whenever, well, then now you're just playing versus AI, which is horrendous, right? So yeah, I don't know. Either way, guys, this is going to be a short-ish stream because I've got some stuff to do today to get ready for tomorrow. Also, I'm not going to lie, I visited my basically my nephews last night for a few hours. Got home and instantly felt sick. So I don't know if my immune system's terrible and I've picked up something from them or not. We'll see. So I'm not feeling too great today either. And I wasn't planning on streaming, but hey, they announced all the new cards. But I'm going to be done for the day. I'm going to rest up, but we're going to be ready live early tomorrow. As soon as well, probably before the expansions launch, we're going to be live. I'll be on the front page of Twitch. We'll be live on YouTube, of course. It would mean a lot if you swing by. And I appreciate the raids, of course. Optic and, of course, Attica, the best. Appreciate you all hanging out. And yeah, I'll be there tomorrow morning, bright and early. Maybe dressed up as well, we'll see. Maybe there'll be a bit of cosplay going on, or Halloween costume. I'm probably going to sell it as instead of cosplay. Not cool enough to be cosplay. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.